It's not going to be a concept production, is
I hope not. I hope not.
Okay, we're all set, guys.
Okay, great. Yeah, so this is I believe we're live streaming now. Does it say the live stream on anybody's thing?
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, welcome. I'm Paul Sugarman with the Instant Shakespeare Company, and today we are reading The Two Noble Kinsmen by John Fletcher and William Shakespeare. And here is our company. Andrew
Hi, I'm Andrew Parks, and I'll be reading the role of Arcite.
and Clinton
I'm Clinton Powell reading the part of Palamon.
and Angus.
Angus Hepburn from London reading Theseus, Timothy, the Taborer, and a bunch of other stuff. And I'll be doing stage directions as well. So hopefully anybody listening can keep a handle on what's happening on stage.
Yeah, all righty. And Jackie.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline Margolis, and I'm reading the prologue, Hippolyta, Queen, Country One Friend, epilogue, and many other things.
All righty. And Kitty.
Hi, I'm Kitty Chen. I'm reading Amelia, Queen 2, Woman, Country to Woman 2, and a few others.
All right. And our unseen Ken.
I'm Ken from Brooklyn. I'm doing Pirithous, I think it's pronounced, Hymen, Valerius, a herald, a brother, and the bowman, and the wooer.
Okay, so without further ado, this is The Two Noble Kinsmen.
William Shakespeare and his chum that he worked with a number of times, Mr. Fletcher, The Two Noble Kinsmen. The play opens with a prologue.
New plays and maidenheads are near akin, much followed both, for both much money gained, if they stand sound and well. And a good play whose modest scenes blush on his marriage day and shake to lose his honor is like her that after holy tie and first night stir, yet still is modesty and still retains more of the maid to sight than husband's paid. We pray our play may be so, for I am sure it has a noble breeder, and a pure, a learned, and a poet. Never went more famous, yet twixt Poe and Silver Trent. Chaucer of old admired, the story gives. There constant to eternity it lives. If we let fall the nobleness of this, and the first sound this child hear be a hiss, how will it shake the bones of that good man, and make him cry from underground? Oh, fair for me the witless shaft of such a writer, that blasts my bays and my farmed works makes lighter than Robin Hood. This is a fear we bring, for to say truth, if it were an endless thing and too ambitious to aspire to him, weak as we are and almost breathless swim in this deep water, do but you hold out your helping hand, and we shall take about, and something do to save us. You shall hear scenes, though below his art may yet appear worth 2 hours' travel. To his bones, sweet sleep, content to you, if this play do not keep a little dull time from us. We perceive our losses fall so thick we must needs leave.
And there is a flourish of trumpets. Act 1, Scene 1, The Two Noble Kinsmen. Enter Hymen with a torch burning, a boy in a white robe, singing and strewing flowers. After Hymen, a nymph encompassed in her tresses, bearing a wheaten garland. Then Theseus between 2 other nymphs with wheaten chaplets on their heads. Then Hippolyta, the bride, led by Theseus, and another holding a garland over her head, her tresses likewise banging. After her, Emilia holding up her train. First, the song to music. Ken?
Roses, their sharp spines being gone, not royal in their smells alone, but in their hue, maiden pinks of odor faint, daisies smellless, yet most quaint, and sweet time true. Primrose firstborn, child of Vere, merry springtime's herbinger, with her bells dim, oxlips in their cradles growing, marigolds on deathbeds blowing, lark's heels trim. All dear nature's children, sweetly for bride and bridegroom's feet, blessing their sense. Not an angle of the air, bird melodious or bird fair, is absent hence. The crow, the slanderous cuckoo, nor the boding raven, nor cloth, he bee, nor chattering pie, may on our bride house perch or sing, or with them any discord bring, but from it fly.
3 queens enter in black with veils stained with imperial crowns. The first queen falls down at the foot of Theseus. The second falls down at the foot of Hippolyta, and the third before Amelia.
For pity's sake and true gentilities, hear and respect me.
For your mother's sake, and as you wish your womb may thrive with fair ones, hear and respect me.
Jackie, take the third.
Okay, now for the love of him whom Jove hath marked, the honor of your bed, and for the sake of clear virginity, be advocate for us in our distress. This good deed shall razz you out of the book of trespasses, or you are set down there.
Sad lady, rise.
Stand up.
No knees to me. What woman I may steed that is distressed, just bind me to her.
What's your request? Deliver you for all.
We are 3 queens whose sovereigns fell before the wrath of cruel Creon, who endured the beaks of ravens, talons of the knights, and pecks of crows in the foul field of Thebes. He will not suffer us to burn bodies, to earn their ashes, nor to take the offense of mortal loathsomeness from the blessed eye of holy Photis, but infects the winds with stench of our slain lords. O pity, Duke, thou plunger of the earth, draw thy feared sword that does good turns to the world. Give us the bones of our dead kings, that we may shackle them, and of thy boundless goodness take some note, that for our crowned heads we have no roof, save this which is the lions and the bears, involved to everything.
I pray you, kneel not. I was transported with your speech, and suffered your knees to wrong themselves. I have heard the fortunes of your dead lords, which gives me such lamenting as wakes my vengeance and revenge for him. King Capaneus was your lord the day that he should marry you. At such a season as now it is with me, I met your groom. By Mars' altar you were that time fair, not Juno's mantle fairer than your tresses, nor in more bounty spread her. Your wheaten wreath was then not threshed or nor blasted. Fortunate you dimpled her cheeks with smiles. Hercules, our kinsman, then weaker than your eyes, laid by his club and tumbled down upon his Nunan hide and swore his sinews thawed. Oh, grief and time, fearful consumers, you will all devour.
Oh, I hope some God hath put his mercy in your madam, whereto he'll infuse power and press you forth our undertaker.
Oh, no knees, nor widow unto the helmeted Bellona use them, and pray for me, your soldier. Troubled I am.
Honored Hippolyta, most dreaded Amazonian, that hast slain the sith-tusked boar, that with thy arm as strong as it is white, wast near to make the male to thy sex captive. But that this thy Lord, born to uphold creation, in that honor first nature stilled it in, shrunk thee into the bound thou wast o'erflowing, at once subduing thy force and thy affection. Soldress, that equally canst poise sternness with pity, whom now I know has much more power on him than ever he had on thee, who owes his strength and his love too, who is a servant for the tenor of the speech. Dear glass of ladies, bid him that we whom flaming war doth scorch under the shadow of his sword may cool us. Require him he advance it o'er our heads. Speak in a woman's key, like such a woman as any of us 3. Weep ere you fail. Lend us a knee, but touch the ground for us no longer time than a dove's motion when the head's plucked off. Tell him if he in the blood-cyst field lay swoln, showing the sun his teeth, grinning at the moon, what you would do.
Oh, poor lady, say no more. I as lief trace this good action with you as that whereto I am going, and never yet when I so willingly way. My lord is taken heart deep with your distress. Let him consider. I'll speak anon.
The third queen kneels to Emilia.
Oh, my petition was set down in ice, which by hot grief uncandled melts into drops. So sorrow wanting form is pressed with deeper matter.
Pray stand up. Your grief is written in your cheek.
Oh, well, you cannot read it there. There through my tears, like wrinkled pebbles in a glass stream, you may behold them. Oh, lady, lady, alack, he that will all the treasure know of the earth must know the centre too. He that will fish for my least minnow, let him lead his line to catch one at my heart. Oh, pardon me. Extremity that sharpens sundry wits makes me a fool.
Pray you say nothing. Pray you, who cannot feel, nor see the rain being in't, knows neither wet nor dry. If that you were the ground piece of some painter, I would buy you to instruct me against a capital grief indeed, such heart-pierced demonstration. But alas, being a natural sister of our sex, your sorrow beats so ardently upon me that it shall make a counter reflect against my brother's heart, and warm it to some pity, though it were made of stone. Pray, have good comfort.
Forward to the temple, leave not out a jot of the sacred ceremony.
Oh, this celebration will last long, be more costly than your suppliant's war. Remember that your fame knows in the care of the war what you do quickly is not done rashly. Your first thought is more than others' labored meditants. You're premeditating more than your actions, but oh Jove, your actions soon as they move, as aspreys do the fish, subdue before they touch. Think, dear Duke, think what beds our slain kings have.
What griefs are beds that our dear lords have done.
None fit for the dead, those that with cords, knives, drams, precipitants, weary of the world's light, have to themselves been death's most horrid agents. Humane grace affords them dust and shadow. But our lords lie blistering for the visiting sun, and were good kings when living.
It is true, and I will give you comfort to give your dead lords grace, the which to do must make some work with Creon.
That work presents itself to the doing. Now 'twill take form, the heats are gone tomorrow. Then brutal's toil must recompense itself with its own sweat. Now he's secure, not dreams, we stand before your puissance, wrenching our body, begging in our eyes to make petition clearly.
Now you may take him, drunk with his victory.
And his army full of bread and sloth.
Artesius, thus best knowst how to draw out fit to this enterprise. The primes for this proceeding and the number to carry such a business forth and levy our worthiest instruments, whilst we dispatch this grand act of our life, this daring deed of fate in wedlock.
Dowagers, take hands, let us be widows to our woes. Delay commends us to a famishing hope.
Farewell.
Farewell.
We come unseasonably, but when could grief call forth as unfanged judgment can, fit's time for best solicitation?
Why, good ladies, this is a service whereto I am going. Greater than any was, it more imports me than all the actions that I have foregone, or futurely can cope.
The more proclaiming our suit shall be neglected, when our arms, able to lock Jove from a synod, shall by warranting moonlight corset thee. Oh, when her twining cherries shall their sweetness fall upon thy tasteful lips, what wilt thou think of rotten kings or blubbered queens? What care for what thou feelest not, what thou feelest being able to make Mars spurn his storm? Oh, if thou couch but one night with her every hour, and it will take hostage of thee for 100, and thou shalt remember nothing more than what that blanket bids thee to. Though much unlike you should be so transported, as much sorry I should be such a suitor, yet I think, did I not by the abstaining of my joy, which breeds a deeper longing, cure their syphite that craves a present medicine, I should pluck all lady scandal on me. Therefore, sir, as I shall here make trial of my prayers, either presuming them to have some force, or sentencing them for thy vigor dumb, prorogue this business we are going about, and hang your shield afore your heart about that neck which is my fee, and which I freely lend to do these poor queens service. Oh, help
Now,
forth.
Agatha's cries for your knee. If you grant not my sister her petition in that force, with that celerity and nature which she makes in it, from henceforth I'll not dare to ask you anything, nor be so hardy ever to take a husband.
Pray stand up. I am entreating of myself to do that which you kneel to have me. Pirithous, lead on the bride. Get you and pray the gods for success, and return, omit not anything to the pretended celebration. Queens, follow your soldier as before. Hence you and at the banks of Anne meet with us. The forces you can raise, where we shall find the moiety of a number for a business more bigger looked. Since that our theme is haste, I stamp this kiss upon thy current lip. Sweet, keep it as my token. Set you forward, for I will see you gone. And the exit towards the temple. Farewell, my beauteous sister Pirithous. Keep the feast full, bate not an hour on't.
Sir, I'll follow you with heels. The feast's solemnity shall want till your return.
Cousin, I charge you, budge not from Athens. We shall be returning ere you can end this feast, of which I pray you make no abatement. Once more, farewell all.
Oh, thou still make good the tongue of the world.
And ernst a deity equal with Mars.
Not above him, for thou being but mortal makes affections bend to godlike honors. They themselves, some say, groan under such a mastery.
As we are men, thus should we do, being sensually subdued till we lose our human title. Good cheer, ladies. Now turn we towards your comforts. Flourish of trumpets, and they exit. Scene 2.
Dear Palamon, dearer in love than blood and our prime cousin, yet unhardened in the crimes of nature. Let us leave the city Thebes and the temptings in it, before we further sully our gloss of youth. And here to keep in abstinence we shame as in incontinence. For not to swim in the aid of the current were almost to sink, at least to frustrate striving. And to follow the common stream would bring us to an eddy where we should turn or drown. If labor through, our gain but life and weakness.
Your advice is cried up with example. What strange ruins, since first we went to school, may we perceive walking in Thebes. Scars and bare weeds, the gain of the martialist who did propound to his bold ends honor and golden ingots, which though he won, he had not, and now flirted by peace for whom he fought, who then shall offer to Marsus so scorned altar. I do bleed when such I meet, and wish great Juno would resume her ancient fit of jealousy to get the soldier work, that peace might purge for her repletion, and retain anew her charitable heart now hard, and harsher than strife or war could be.
Are you not out? Meet you no ruin but the soldier and the cranks and turns of Thebes? You did begin as if you met decays of many kinds. Perceived you none that does arouse your pity but the unconsidered soldier?
Yes, I pity decays where'er I find them, but such most the sweating in an honorable toil are paid with ice to cool 'em.
'Tis not this I did begin to speak of. This is virtue of no respect in Thebes. I spake of Thebes, how dangerous, if we will keep our honors, it is for our residing. Where every evil hath a good color, where every seeming good's a certain evil, where not to be even jump as they are here, were to be strangers, and such things to be mere monsters.
'Tis in our power, unless we fear that apes can tutor us, to be masters of our manners. What need I affect another's gait, which is not catching where there is faith, or to be fond upon another's way of speech, when by mine own I may be reasonably conceived? Saved, too, speaking it truly. Why am I bound by any generous bond to follow him, follows his tailor? Haply so long until the followed make pursuit. Or let me know why mine own barber is unblessed, with him my poor chin too, for 'tis not scissored just to such a favourite's glass. What canon is there that does command my rapier from my hip, to dangle it in my hand, or to go tiptoe before the streets be foul? Either I am the forehorse in the team, or I am none that draw in the sequent trace. These poor slate sores need not a plantain, that which rips my bosom almost to the heart.
Ah, our Uncle Creon.
He, a most unbounded tyrant whose successes makes heaven unfeared and villainy assured beyond its power. There's nothing, almost puts faith in a fever and defies alone voluble chance, who only attributes the faculties of other instruments to his own nerves and act, commands men's service and what they win in it, boot and glory on, that fears not to be harm, good, dares not let the blood of mine that's sibby to him be sucked from me with leeches. Let them break and fall off me with that corruption.
Clear-spirited cousin, let's leave this court, that we may nothing share of his loud infamy. For our milk will relish of the pasture, and we must be vile or disobedient, not his kinsmen in blood and less in quality.
Nothing truer. I think the echoes of his shames have deafened the ears of heavenly justice. Widows' cries descend again into their throats and have not.
Enter Valerius.
Do audience to the gods, Valerius.
Ken. The king.
Yes, I'm here. Page 21.
Page 19.
Bottom.
19. Oh, yes, I forgot. Sorry. Just a moment.
No problem.
The king calls for you, yet be leaden-footed till his great rage be off him. Phoebus, when he broke his whipstock and exclaimed against the horses of the sun, but whispered too the loudness of his fury.
Small winds shake him, but what's the matter?
Theseus, who where he threats appalls, hath sent deadly defiance to him, and pronounces ruin to Thebes, who is at hand to seal the promise of his wrath.
Let him approach, but that we fear the gods in him, he brings not a jot of terror to us. Yet, what man thirds his own worth, the case is each of ours, when that his actions dragged with mind assured, 'tis bad he goes about.
Leave that unreasoned. Our services stand now for Thebes, not Creon. Yet to be neutral to him were dishonor, rebellious to oppose. Therefore we must with him stand to the mercy of our fate, who hath bounded our last minute.
So we must. Is it said this war's afoot, or it shall be on fail of some condition?
'Tis in motion. The intelligence of state came in the instant with the defier.
Let's to the king, who, were he a quarter carrier of that honor which his enemy come in, the blood we venture should be as for our health, which were not spent, rather laid out for his purchase. But alas, our hands advanced before our hearts. What will the fall of the stroke do damage?
Let the event, that never-erring arbitrator, tell us when we know all ourselves. and let us follow the becking of our chance.
And they exit. Act 1, Scene 3. Enter Pirithous, Hippolyta, and Emilia.
No further.
Sir, farewell. Repeat my wishes to our great lord, of whose success I dare not make any timorous question. Yet I wish him excesses and overflow of power, and it might be to endure ill dealing force to him. Store never hurts good governors.
Though I know his ocean needs not my poor drops, yet they must yield their tribute there. My precious maid, those best affections that the heavens infuse in their best tempered pieces, keep enthroned in your dear heart.
Thanks, sir. Remember me to our all-royal brother, for whose speed the great Colonna will solicite, and since in our terrene state petitions not without gifts understood, I'll offer to her what I shall be advised she likes. Our hearts are in his army, in his tent.
In his bosom. We have been soldiers, and we cannot weep when our friends don their helms or put to sea, or tell of babes broached on the lance, or women that have sod their infants and after ate them, the brine they wept at killing them. Then if you stay to see of us such spinsters, we should hold you here forever.
Peace be to you as I pursue this war, which shall be then beyond further requiring.
And Pirithous exits.
How his longing follows his friend. Since his depart, his sports, though craving seriousness and skill, passed lightly his careless execution, where nor gain made him regard or loss consider. But playing or business in his hand, another directing in his head, his mind nurse equal to those so differing twins, have you observed him since our great Lord departed?
With much labor, and I did love him for it. They two have combined in many as dangerous as poor corner peril and want contending. They have skiffed torrents, whose roaring tyranny and power in the least of these was dreadful, and they have fought out together where death's self was large, yet fate has brought them off. Their knot of love, tied, weaved, and tangled, was so true so long, and with a finger of so deep a cunning may be outworn, never undone. I think Theseus cannot be umpire to himself, cleaving his conscience into twain, and doing each side like justice which he loves best.
Doubtless there is a best, and reason has no manners to say it is not you. I was acquainted once with a time when I enjoyed a playfellow. You were at wars, when she, the grave enriched, who made too proud the bed, took leave of the moon, which then looked pale at parting, when our count was each at 11.
'Twas Flavia?
Yes, you talk of Pirithous and Theseus' love. Theirs has more ground, is more maturely seasoned, more buckled with strong judgment, and their needs, the one or the other, may be said to water.
Two hearses are ready with Palamon and Arcite. The three queens, Theseus and his lords, are ready.
Their intertangled roots of love. But I and she, I saw and spoke of, were things innocent, loved for we did, and like the elements that know not what nor why, yet do effect rare issues by their operance. Our souls did so to one another. What she liked was then of me approved, what not condemned. No more arraignment. The flower that I would pluck and put between my breasts, oh, then but beginning to swell about the blossom, she would long till she had such another, and commit it to the like innocent cradle where Phoenix, like they did, died in perfume. On my head no toy but was her pattern. Her affections, pretty though haply her careless, were I followed for my most serious decking. had mine ear stolen with some new air, or at adventure hummed on from musical coinage. Why, it was a note whereon her spirits would sojourn, rather dwell on, and sing it in her slumbers. This rehearsal, which fury innocent wots well, comes in like old importman's bastard, has this end, that the true love tween maid and maid made me more than in sex individual.
You're out of breath, and this high-speeded pace is but to say that you shall never, like the maid Flavina, love any that's called man.
I am sure I shall not.
Oh, now alack, weak sister, I must no more believe thee in this point. Though is it I know thou doth believe thyself, then I will trust the sickly appetite that loathes even as it longs. But sure, my sister, if I were ripe for your persuasion, you have said enough to shake me from the arm of all the noble Theseus, for whose fortunes I will now in and kneel with great assurance that we, more than his Perthitheus, possess the high throne in his heart.
I am not against your faith, yet I continue mine.
And the exit. Sounds of trumpets. Act 1, Scene 4. A battle sounds within, then a retreat and flourish of trumpets. Then enter Theseus, the victor. The three queens meet him and fall on their faces before him.
To thee no star be dark.
Both heaven and earth friend thee forever.
All the good that may be wished upon the head, I cry, amen to it.
The impartial gods, who from the mounted heavens view us, their mortal herd, behold who err, and in their time chastise, go and find out the bones of your dead lords and honor them with treble ceremony, rather than a gap should be in their dear rights. We would supply it, but those we will depute, which shall invest in your dignities, and even each thing our hast does not leave imperfect. So adieu, and heaven's good eyes look on you. What are those? The queen's exit.
Men of great quality, as may be judged by their appointments. Some of Thebes have told us they are sisters' children, nephews to the king.
By the helm of Mars, I saw them in the war, like to a pair of lions, succored with prey, make lanes in troops aghast. I fixed my note constantly on them, for they were a mark worth a god's view. What prisoner was that told me when I inquired their names?
We leave. They're called Archite and Palamon.
'Tis right. Those. They are not dead.
Nor in a state of life had they been taken when their last hurts were given. 'Twas possible they might have been recovered, yet they breathe and have the name of men.
3 hearses are ready. Then like men use them. The very lees of such millions of rates exceed the wine of others. All our surgeons convent in their behoof our richest balms rather than niggard was't. Their lives concern us much more than Thebes is worth, rather than have 'em freed of this plight, and in their morning state sound and at liberty. I would 'em dead, but 40,000-fold we had rather have 'em prisoners to us than dead. Bear 'em speedily from our kind heir to them unkind, and minister what man to man may do for our sake more, since I have known frights, fury, friends, behests, loves, provocations, zeal, a mistress task, desire of liberty, a fervor, madness has set a mark which nature could not reach to without some imposition, sickness in will, or wrestling strength in reason. For our love and great Apollo's mercy, all our best, their best skill tender. Lead 'em to the city, where having bound things scattered, we will post to Athens for our army. Flourish of trumpets and the exit. Music. Act 1, Scene 5. Enter the queens with the hearses of their knights in a funeral solemnity.
Urns and odors bring away Vapors, sighs, darken the day, are dull, more deadly, looks and dying, bombs and gums and heavy cheers, sacred vials filled with tears, and clamors through the wild air flying. Come all sad and
Come sad and solemn shows,
they
they are quick-eyed pleasure shows. We can vent all else but woes.
Each funeral path brings to your households grief. Joy sees on you again, peace sleep with him.
And this to yours.
Yours this way, heavens lend 1,000 different ways to one sure end. The world's a city full of straying streets, and death's the marketplace where each one meets.
And the exit. Act 2, Scene 1. Enter a jailer and a wooer. I may depart with little while I live. Something I may cast to you, not much. Alas, the prison I keep, though it be for great ones, yet they seldom come. Before one salmon you shall take a number of minnows. I am given out to be better lined than it can appear. To me, report is a true speaker. I would I were really that I am delivered to be. Marry, what I have, be it what I will assure upon my daughter at the day of my death.
Sir, I demand no more than your own offer, and I will estate your daughter in what I have promised.
Well, we will take more of this when the solemnity is past. But have you a full promise of her? The daughter enters. When that shall be seen, I tender my consent.
I have, sir. Here she comes.
Your friend and I have chanced to name you here upon the old business, but no more of that. Now, so soon as the court hurry is over, we will have an end of it. In the meantime, look tenderly to the two prisoners. I can tell you they are princes.
These strewings out for their chamber. 'Tis pity they are in prison, and 'twere pity they should be out. I do think they have patience to make any adversity ashamed. The prison itself is proud of them, and they have all the world in their chamber.
They are famed to be a pair of absolute men.
By my troth, I think fame but stammers them. They stand a grease above the reach of report.
I heard them reported in the battle to be the only doers.
Nay, most likely, for they are noble sufferers. I marvel how they would have looked had they been victors. That was such a constant nobility, and force of freedom out of bondage, making misery their mirth, and affliction a toy to jest at.
Do they so?
It seems to me they have no more sense of their captivity than I of ruling Athens. They eat well, look merrily, discourse of many things, but nothing of their own restraint and disasters. Yet sometime a divided sigh, martyred us toward in the deliverance, will break from one of them, when the other presently gives it so sweet a rebuke that I could wish myself aside to be so chid, or at last a sire to be comforted.
I never saw him.
The Duke himself came privately in the night into Palamon and Arcite above. And so did they. What the reason of it is, I know not. Look, yonder they are. That's a Psyche looks out.
No, sir, no, that's Palamon. Arcite is the lower of the twain. You may perceive a part of him.
Oh, go to. Leave your pointing. They would not make us their object out of their sight.
It's a holiday to look on them. Lord, the difference of men.
And they exit. Act 2, Scene 2. Enter Palamon and Arcite in prison.
How do you, noble cousin?
How do you, sir?
Why, strong enough to laugh at misery and bear the chance of war yet. We are prisoners, I fear forever, cousin.
I believe it. And to that destiny I've patiently laid up my hour to come.
O cousin Arcite, Where is Thebes now? Where is our noble country? Where are our friends and kindreds? Never more must we behold those comforts, never see the hardy youths strive for the games of honor, hung with the painted favors of their ladies, like tall ships under sail. Then start amongst them, and as an east wind, leave them all behind us, like lazy clouds, whilst Palamon and Arcite, even in the wagging of a wanton leg, outstrip the people's praises, won the garlands, ere they have time to wish 'em ours. Oh, never shall we two exercise like twins of honor our arms again and feel our fiery horses like proud seas under us, our good swords. Now, better the red-eyed god of war never were, ravished our sides like age must run to rust, and deck the temples of those gods that hate us. These hands shall never draw 'em out like lightning to blast whole armies more.
No, Palamon, those hopes are prisoners with us. Here we are, and here the graces of our youths must wither like a too timely spring. Here age must find us, and which is heaviest, Palamon, unmarried. The sweet embraces of a loving wife loaden with kisses, armed with thousand cupids, shall never clasp our necks. No issue know us. No figures of ourselves shall we ever see to glad our age, and like young eagles teach 'em boldly to gaze against bright arms and say, remember what your fathers were and conquer. The fair-eyed maid shall weep our banishments, and in their songs curse ever-blinded fortune, till she for shame see what a wrong she has done to youth and nature. This is all our world. We shall know nothing here but one another, hear nothing but the clock that tells our woes. The vine shall grow, but we shall never see it. Summer shall come, and with her all delights. But dead cold winter must inhabit here still.
'Tis too true, Arcite, to our Theban hounds that shook the aged forest with their echoes. No more now must we hollow, no more shake our pointed javelins, whilst the angry swine flies like a Parthian quiver from our rages, struck with our well-steeled darts. All valiant uses, the food and nourishment of noble minds, in us two here shall perish. We shall die, which is the curse of honor. Lastly, children of grief and ignorance.
Yet, cousin, even from the bottom of these miseries, from all that fortune can inflict upon us, I see two comforts rising, two mere blessings, if the god please. To hold here a brave patience, and the enjoying of our griefs together. Whilst Palamon is with me, let me perish if I think this our prison.
Certainly, 'tis a main goodness, cousin, that our fortunes were twinned together. 'Tis most true. Two souls put in two noble bodies. Let them suffer the gall of hazard so they grow together, will never sink. They must not. Say they could, a willing man dies sleeping, and all's done.
Shall we make worthy uses of this place that all men hate so much?
How, gentle cousin?
Let's think this prison holy sanctuary to keep us from corruption of worse men. We are young and yet desire the ways of honor, that liberty and common conversation, the poison of pure spirits, might like women woo us to wander from. What worthy blessing can be but our imaginations may make it ours? And here being thus together, we are an endless mind to one another. We are one another's wife, ever begetting new births of love. We are father, friends, acquaintance. We are in one another families. I am your heir, and you are mine. This place is our inheritance. No hard oppressor dare take this from us. Here with a little patience we shall live long and loving. No surfeits seek us. The hand of war hurts none here, nor the seas swallow their youth. Were we at liberty, a wife might part us lawfully, or business. Quarrels consume us, envy of ill men crave our acquaintance. I might sicken, cousin, where you should never know it, and so perish without your noble hand to close mine eyes, or prayers to the gods. 1,000 chances were we from hence would sever us.
You have made me, I thank you, cousin Arcite, almost wanton with my captivity. What a misery it is to live abroad, and everywhere 'tis like a beast, methinks. I find the court here, I am sure, a more content, and all those pleasures that woo the wills of men to vanity. I see through now, and am sufficient to tell the world 'tis but a gaudy shadow, that old time, as he passes by, takes with him. What had we been old in the court of Creon, where sin is justice, lust, and ignorance, the virtues of the great ones. Cousin Arcite, had not the loving gods found this place for us, we had died as they do, ill old men, unwept, and had their epitaphs, the people's curses. Shall I say more?
I would hear you still.
Ye shall. Is there record of any two that loved better than we do, Arcite?
Sure there cannot.
I do not think it possible our friendship should ever leave us.
Till our deaths it cannot.
Enter Amelia and her woman.
And after death, our spirit shall be led to those that love eternally. Speak on, sir. This garden has a world of pleasures in it.
What flower is this?
'Tis called Narcissus, madam.
That was a fair boy, certain, but a fool. To love himself, were there not maids enough?
Pray, forward.
Yes.
Or were they all hard-hearted?
They could not be to one so fair.
Thou wouldst not.
I think I should not, madam.
That's a good wench. But take heed to your kindness, though.
Why, madam?
Men are mad things.
Will you go forward, cousin?
Canst not thou work such flowers in silk, wench?
Yes.
I'll have a gown full of them. And of these, this is a pretty color. Wilt not do rarely upon a skirt, wench?
Oh, thank you, madam.
Cousin, how do you, sir? Why, Palamon?
Never till now I was in prison, Arcite.
Why, what's the matter, man?
Behold and wonder, by heaven, she is a goddess.
Ah.
Do reverence. She is a goddess, Arcite.
Of all flowers, methinks a rose is best.
Why, gentle madam?
It is the very emblem of a maid. For when the west wind courts her gently, how modestly she blows, and paints the sun with her chaste blushes. When the north comes near her, rude and impatient, then, like chastity, she locks her beauties in her bud again, and leaves him to base briars.
Yes, good madam, sometimes her modesty will blow so far, she falls for it. Or maybe if she have any honor, would be loath to take example by her.
Thou art wanton.
She is wondrous fair.
She is all the beauty extant.
The sun grows high. Let's walk in. Keep these flowers. We'll see how near art can come near their colors. I'm wondrous merry-hearted. I could laugh now.
I could lie down, I am sure.
And take one with you?
That's as we bargained, madam.
Well, agree then.
What think you of this beauty?
'Tis a rare one.
Is it but a rare one?
Yes, a matchless beauty.
Might not a man well lose himself and love her?
I cannot tell what you have done. I have, beshrew mine eyes for it. Now I feel my shackles.
You love her then?
Who would not?
And desire her?
Before my liberty.
I saw her first.
That's nothing.
But it shall be.
I saw her too.
Yes, but you must not love her.
I will not as you do, to worship her as she is heavenly and a blessed goddess. I love her as a woman, to enjoy her. So both may love.
You shall not love at all.
Not love at all? Who shall deny me?
I that first saw her, I that took possession first with mine eyes of all those beauties in her revealed to mankind. If thou lovest her, or entertainest a hope to blast my wishes, thou art a traitor, Arcite, and a fellow false as thy title to her. Friendship, blood, and all the ties between us I disclaim if thou once think upon her.
Yes, I love her. And if the lives of all my name lay on it, I must do so. I love her with my soul. If that will lose ye, farewell, Palamon. I say again, I love, and in loving her maintain I am as worthy and as free a lover, and have as just a title to her beauty as any Palamon, or any living that is a man's son.
Have I called thee friend?
Yes, and found me so. Why are you moved thus? Let me deal coldly with you. Am not I part of you, blood? Part of your soul? You have told me that I was Palamon and you were Arcite.
Yes.
Am not I liable to those affections, those joys, griefs, angers, fears my friend shall suffer?
Ye may be.
Why then would you deal so cunningly, so strangely, so unlike a noble kinsman to love alone? Speak truly, do you think me unworthy of her sight?
No, but unjust, if thou pursue that sight.
Because another first sees the enemy, shall I stand still and let mine honor down and never charge?
Yes, if he be but one.
But say that one had rather combat me.
Let that one say so, and use thy freedom. Else, if thou pursuest her, be as that cursed man that hates his country, a branded villain.
Oh, you are mad.
I must be, till thou art worthy, Arcite, if it concerns me, and in this madness, if I hazard thee and take thy life, I deal but truly.
Fie, sir, you play the child extremely. I will love her. I must. I ought to do so, and I dare, and all this justly.
Oh, that now. Thy false self and thy friend had but this fortune to be 1 hour at liberty and grasp our good swords in our hands. I would quickly teach thee what 'twere to filch affection from another. Thou art baser in it than a cut purse. But put but thy head out of this window more, and as I have a soul, I'll nail thy life to it.
Huh. Thou darest not, fool. Thou canst not. Thou art feeble. Put my head out. Huh. I'll throw my body out and leap the garden when I see her next, and pitch between her arms to anger thee.
The keeper enters.
Oh, no more. The keeper's coming. I shall live to knock thy brains out with my shackles.
Do.
By your leave, gentlemen.
Oh, now, honest keeper.
Lord Arcite, you must presently to the Duke. The cause I know not yet.
I am ready, keeper.
Prince Palamon, I must awhile bereave you of your fair cousin's company. Arcite and the keeper exit.
And me too. Even when you please of life, why is he sent for? It may be he shall marry her. He's goodly, and like enough the Duke hath taken notice both of his blood and body. But his falsehood, why should a friend be treacherous? If that get him a wife so noble and so fair, let honest men ne'er love again. Once more I would but see this fair one, blessed garden, and fruit and flowers more blessed that still blossom as her bright eyes shine on ye. Would I were for all the fortunes of my life hereafter yon little tree, yon blooming apricot, how I would spread and fling my wanton arms in at her window. I would bring her fruit fit for the gods to feed on, youth and pleasure still as she tasted should be doubled on her. And if she be not heavenly, I would make her so near the gods in nature they should fear her.
The keeper enters.
And then I am sure she would love me. How now, keeper? Where's Arcite?
banished Prince Prethius, obtained his liberty, but never more upon his oath and life must he set foot upon this kingdom.
He's a blessed man. He shall see Thebes again, and call to arms the bold young men that, when he bid 'em charge, fall on like fire. Arcite shall have a fortune if he dare make himself a worthy lover, yet in the field to strike a battle for her. And if he lose her then, he's a cold coward. How bravely may he bear himself to win her if he be noble Arcite. Thousand ways. Were I at liberty, I would do things of such a virtuous greatness that this lady, this blushing virgin, should take manhood to her and seek to ravish me.
My lord, for you I have this charge too.
To discharge my life.
No, but from this place to remove your lordship. The windows are too open.
Devils take 'em that are so envious to me. Prithee kill me.
And hanged for it afterward.
With this good light, had I a sword, I would kill thee.
Why, my lord?
Thou bringest such pelting scurvy news continually, thou art not worthy life. I will not go.
Indeed you must, my lord.
May I see the garden?
No.
Then I am resolved I will not go.
I must constrain you then, for you are dangerous. I'll clap more irons on you.
Do, good keeper. I'll shake 'em so ye shall not sleep. I'll make you a new Morrissey. Must I go?
There is no remedy.
Farewell, kind window. May rude wind never hurt thee. O my lady, if ever thou hast felt what sorrow was, dream how I suffer. Come, now bury me.
Exit Palamon and the keeper. Act 2, Scene 3. Enter Arcite.
Banish the kingdom. 'Tis a benefit, a mercy I must thank him for. But banish the free enjoying of that face I die for. Oh, 'twas a studied punishment, a death beyond imagination. Such a vengeance that, were I old and wicked, all my sins could never pluck upon me. Palamon, thou hast the start now. Thou shalt stay and see her bright eyes break each morning against thy window, and let in life into thee. Thou shalt feed upon the sweetness of a noble beauty that nature never exceeded, nor never shall. Good gods, what happiness has Palamon! 20 to 1 he'll come to speak to her, and if she be as gentle as she's fair, I know she's his. He has a tongue will tame tempests and make the wild rocks wanton. Come what can come, the worst is death. I will not leave the kingdom. I know mine own is but a heap of ruins and no redress there. If I go, he has her. I am resolved another shape shall make me or end my fortunes. Either way I am happy. I'll see her and be near her, or no more.
Enter 4 country people, one with a garland before them. I'll do 3. You're muted, Jackie.
My masters, I'll be there, but that's certain.
And I'll be there.
And I.
Why then, have with you boys, 'tis but a chiding. Let the plough play today. I'll tick it out of the jade's tails tomorrow. I am sure that my wife is jealous as a turkey, but that's all one. I'll go through, though, let her mumble.
Hop her aboard tomorrow night and stow her, and all's made up again.
I do, but put a festney in her fist, and you shall see her. Take a new lesson out and be a good wench. Do we all hold against the maying?
Hold, what should ail us?
Arcas will be there.
And Senoi and Ricus and 3 better lads ne'er danced under green tree, and yet know what wenches. But will the dainty Domine, the schoolmaster, keep touch, do you think? For he does all, you know.
He'll eat the Hornbrook ere you fail. Go to. The matter's too far driven between him and the tanner's daughter to let slip now, and she must see the Duke, and she must dance too.
Shall we be lusty?
All the boys in Athens blow wind in the breechons, and here I'll be, and there I'll be for our town, and here again, and there again. Ha ha ha, boys! Hey for the weavers!
This must be done in the woods. Oh, pardon me.
By any means our thing of learning see so, where he himself will edify the Duke most parlously in our behalves. He's excellent in the woods. Bring him to the plains. His learning makes no cry.
But we'll see the sports, then every man to tackle, and sweet companions, let's rehearse by any means before the ladies see us, and do sweetly, for God knows what may come on't.
Content. The sports once ended, we'll perform. Away, boys, and hold!
By your leaves, honest friends, pray you, whither go you?
Whither? Why, what a question's that?
Yes, 'tis a question, to me that know not.
Well, to the games, my friend.
Where were you bred? You know it not.
Not far, sir. Are there such games today?
Oh, yes, marry are there, and such as you never saw. The Duke himself will be in person there.
What pastimes are they?
Oh, wrestling and running. 'Tis a pretty fellow.
Thou wilt not go along?
Not yet, sir.
Oh, well, sir, take your own time. Come, boys! My mind misgives me. This fellow has a vengeance trick of the hip. Mark how his body's made for it.
I'll be hanged, though, if he dare venture. Hang him plum porridge. He wrestle? He roast eggs. Come, let's go on, lads.
And they exit.
This is an offered opportunity I durst not wish for. Well, I could have wrestled, the best men called it excellent, and run swifter than wind upon a field of corn, curling the wealthy ears that never flew. I'll venture, and in some poor disguise be there. Who knows whether my brows may not be girt with garlands, and happiness prefer me to a place where I may ever dwell in sight of her.
And Asagi exits. Act 2, Scene 4. Enter the jailer's daughter, alone.
Why should I love this gentleman? 'Tis odds he never will affect me. I am base, my father the mean keeper of his prison, and he a prince. To marry him is hopeless. To be his whore is witless. Out upon it. What pushes are we wenches driven to when 15 once has found us? First I saw him. I, seeing, thought he was a goodly man. He has as much to please a woman in him, if he pleased to bestow it so, as ever those eyes yet looked on. Next, I pitied him, and so would any young wench of my conscience that ever dreamed or vowed her maidenhead to a young, handsome man. Then I loved him, extremely loved him, infinitely loved him. And yet he had a cousin, fair as he too. But in my heart was Palamon. And there, Lord, what a coil he keeps. To hear him sing in an evening, oh, what a heaven it is. And yet his songs are sad ones. Fairer spoken was never gentleman. When I come in to bring him water in the morning, first he bows his noble body, then salutes me thus. Fair, gentle maid, good morrow, may thy goodness get thee a happy husband. Once he kissed me. Oh, I loved my lips the better 10 days after. Would he would do so every day. He grieves much, and me as much to see his misery. What should I do to make him know I love him? For I would fain enjoy him. Say I venture to set him free. What says the law then? Thus much for law or kindred. I will do it. And this night or tomorrow he shall love me.
Enter Theseus, Hippolyta, Pirithous.
Enter Theseus and Hippolyta, Pirithous, Emilia, Arcite with a garland, and followers. There's a short flourish of cornets and shouts within. You have done worthily. I have not seen since Hercules a man of tougher sinews. Whate'er you are, you run the best, and wrestle these times can allow.
I am proud to please you.
What country bred you?
But far off, Prince.
Are you a gentleman?
My father said so, and to those gentle uses gave me life.
Are you his heir?
His youngest, sir.
Your father sure is happy sire, then. What proves you?
A little of all noble qualities. I could have kept a hawk, and well have hollowed to a deep cry of dogs. I dare not praise my feat in horsemanship, yet they that knew me would say it was my best piece. Last and greatest, I would be thought a soldier.
No, you are perfect.
Upon my soul, a proper man.
He is so.
How do you like him, lady?
I admire him. I have not seen so young a man, so noble, if he say true, of his sort.
Believed his mother was a wondrous handsome woman. His face, methinks, goes that way.
But his body and fiery mind illustrate a brave father.
Mark how his virtue, like a hidden sun, breaks through his baser garments.
He's well got, sure.
What made you seek this place, sir?
Noble Theseus, to purchase name, and do my ablest service to such a well-found wonder as thy worth. For only in thy court of all the world dwells fair-eyed honor.
All his words are worthy.
Sir, we are much indebted to your travel, nor shall you lose your wish. Pirithous, dispose of this fair gentleman.
Thanks, Theseus. Whate'er you are mine, and I shall give you to a most noble service to this lady, this bright young virgin. Pray observe her goodness. You have honored her fair birthday with your virtues, and as your due, you are hers. Kiss her fair hand, sir.
Sir, you are a noble giver. Dearest beauty, thus let me seal my vowed faith. When your servant, your most unworthy creature, but offends you, command him die. He shall.
That were too cruel. If you deserve well, sir, I shall soon see it. You're mine, and somewhat better than your rank, I'll use you.
I'll see you furnished, and because you say you are a horseman, I must needs entreat you this afternoon to ride, but 'tis a rough one.
I like him better, Prince. I shall not then freeze in my saddle.
Swede, you must be ready, and you, Amelia, and you, friend, and all tomorrow by the sun to due observance of flowery May in Dian's wood. Wait well, sir, upon your mistress. Emily, I hope he shall not go afoot.
That were a shame, sir, while I have horses. Take your choice, and what you want at any time, let me but know it. If you serve faithfully, I dare assure you you'll find a loving mistress.
If I do not, let me find that my father ever hated, disgrace and blows.
Go, lead the way. You have won it. It shall be so. You shall receive all dues fit for the honor you have won. 'Twere wrong else, sister, beshrew my heart, you have a servant that if I were a woman would be master. But you are wise.
I hope wise for that, sir.
And they all exit. Act 2, Scene 6. Enter the jailer's daughter alone.
Let all the dukes and all the devils roar. He is at liberty. I have ventured for him, and out I have brought him to a little wood a mile hence. I have sent him where a cedar higher than all the rest spreads like a plain fast by a brook, and there he shall keep close till I provide him files and food, for yet his iron bracelets are not off. Oh, love, what a stout-hearted child thou art! My father does better have endured cold iron than done it. I love him beyond love and beyond reason or wit or safety. I have made him know it, I care not, I am desperate. If the law find me and then condemn me for it, some wenches, some honest-hearted maids will sing my dirge and tell to memory my death was noble, dying almost a martyr. That way he takes, I purpose, is my way too. Sure he cannot be so unmanly as to leave me here. If he do, maids will not so easily trust men again. And yet he has not thanked me for what I have done. No, not so much as kissed me, and that methinks is not so well. Nor scarcely could I persuade him to become a free man. He made such scruples of the wrong he did to me and to my father. Yet I hope when he considers more, this love of mine will take more root within him. Let him do what he will with me, for he used me kindly, for use me, or he shall, or I'll proclaim him, and to his face no man. I'll presently provide him necessaries and pack my clothes up, and where there is a path of ground, I'll venture, so he be with me. By him, like a shadow, I'll ever dwell. Within this hour, the hubbub will be all o'er the prison. I am then kissing the man they look for. Farewell, father. Get many more such prisoners and such daughters, and shortly you may keep yourself. Now to him.
And she exits. Act 3. Trumpet sounds in various places. There's noise and hallooing as people join in the May Day celebration. Scene 1. Enter Arcite alone.
The Duke has lost Hippolyta. Each took a several land. This is a solemn rite they owe bloomed May, and the Athenians pay it to the heart of ceremony. O Queen Amelia, fresher than May, sweeter than her gold buttons on the boughs, are all the enamelled necks of the meadow garden. Yea, we challenge too the bank of any nymph that makes the stream seem flowers. Thou, O jewel of the wood, of the world, has likewise blessed a pace with thy sole presence. In thy rumination that I, poor man, might eftsoons come between and chop on some cold thought. Thrice blessed chance to drop on such a mistress, expectation most guiltless on it. Tell me, O Lady Fortune, next after Emily, my sovereign, how far I may be proud. She takes strong note of me, hath made me near her, and this beauteous morn, the primest of all the year, presents me with a brace of horses. Two such steeds might well be by a pair of kings backed in a field that their crown's titles tried. Alas, alas, poor cousin Palamon, poor prisoner, thou so little dreamest upon my fortune that thou thinkest thyself the happier thing to be so near Amelia. Me thou deemest at Thebes, and therein wretched, although free. But if thou knewest my mistress breathed on me, and that I eared her language, lived in her eye, O coz, what passion would enclose thee?
Palamon enters as out of a bush with his shackles. He bends his fist as Arcite.
Traitor kinsman, thou shouldst perceive my passion if these signs of imprisonment were off me, and this hand but owner of a sword. By all oaths in one, I and the justice of my love would make thee a confessed traitor. O thou most perfidious, that ever gently looked the voids of honor, that ever bore gentle token, falsest cousin, that ever blood made kin, call'st thou her thine? I'll prove it in my shackles with these hands, void of appointment, that thou liest, and art a very thief in love, a chaffy lord, nor worth the name of villain. Had I a sword and these house clogs away.
Dear cousin Palamon.
Cousin or Arcite, give me language such as thou hast showed me feet.
Not finding in the circuit of my breast any gross stuff to form me like your blazon, holds me to this gentleness of answer. 'Tis your passion that thus mistakes. the which to you, being enemy, cannot to me be kind. Honor and honesty I cherish and depend on, howsoever you skip them in me. And with them, fair coz, I'll maintain my proceedings. Pray be pleased to show in generous terms your griefs, since that your questions with your equal, who professes to clear his own way, with the mind and sword of a true gentleman.
That thou durst, Arcite.
My cuz, my cuz, you have been well advertised how much I dare. You have seen me use my sword against the advice of fear. Short of another you would not hear me doubted, but your silence should break out though in the sanctuary.
Sir, I have seen you move in such a place which well might justify your manhood. You were called a good knight and a bold. But the whole week's not fair if any day it rain. Their valiant temper men lose when they incline to treachery, and then they fight like compelled bears would fly were they not tied.
Kinsman, you might as well speak this and act it in your glass as to his ear which now disdains you.
Come up to me. Quit me of these cold gyves. Give me a sword, though it be rusty, and the charity of one meal lend me. Come before me then, a good sword in thy hand, and do but say that Emily is thine. I will forgive the trespass thou hast done me, yea, my life, if then thou carry it, and brave soul in shades that have died manly, which will seek of me some news from earth, they shall get none but this, that thou art brave and noble.
Be content. Again betake you to your hawthorn house. With counsel of the night, I will be here with wholesome viands. These impediments will I file off. You shall have garments and perfumes to kill the smell of the prison. After, when you shall stretch yourself and say, but Arcite, I am in plight, there shall be at your choice both sword and armor.
O you heavens, dares any so noble bear a guilty business? None but only Arcite. Therefore none but Arcite in this kind is so bold.
Sweet Palamon,
I do embrace you and your offer, for your offer do it I only. Sir, your person without hypocrisy, I may not wish more than my sword's edge on't.
The sound of cornets in the distance.
you hear the horns. Enter your music, lest this match between us be crossed ere met. Give me your hand. Farewell. I'll bring you every needful thing. I pray you take comfort and be strong.
Pray hold your promise and do the deed with a bent brow. Most certain you love me not. Be rough with me and power this oil out of your language. By this air I could for each word give a cuff, my stomach not reconciled by reason.
Plainly spoken, yet, pardon me hard language. When I spur my horse, I chide him not. Content and anger in me have but one face. Hark, sir, they call the scattered to the banquet. You must guess I have an office there.
Sir, your attendance cannot please heaven, and I know your office unjustly is achieved.
If a good title, I am persuaded this question, sick between us, by bleeding must be cured. I am a suitor that to your sword you will bequeath this plea, and talk of it no more.
But this one word, you are going now to gaze upon my mistress. For note you, mine she is.
Nay then,
Nay, pray you, you talk of feeding me to breed me strength. You are going now to look upon a son that strengthens what it looks on. There you have a vantage over me. But enjoy it till I may enforce my remedy. Farewell.
And they exit. Act 3, Scene 2, enter the jailer's daughter, alone.
He has mistook. The beak I meant is gone after his fancy. 'Tis now well nigh morning. No matter, would it were perpetual night and darkness, Lord of the world. Hark, 'tis a wolf. In me hath grief slain fear. But for one thing, I care for nothing, and that's Palamon. I reek not if the wolves would jaw me, so he had this file. What if I hallowed for him? I cannot hallow. If I whooped, what then? If he not answered, I should call a wolf and do him but that service. I have heard strange howls this livelong night. Why may it not be they have made prey of him? He has no weapons, he cannot run. The jangling of his gyves might call fell things to listen, who have in them a sense to know a man unarmed and can smell where resistance is. I'll set it down, he's torn to pieces. They howled many together, and then they feed on him. So much for that. Be bold to ring the bell. How stand I then? All's charred when he is gone. No, no, I lie. My father's to be hanged for his escape, myself to beg. If I prize life so much as to deny my act, but that I would not, should I try death by dozens? I am mopped, food took, I none these 2 days. Sip some water. I have not closed mine eyes, save when my lids scoured off their vine. Alas, dissolve my life. Let not my sense unsettle, lest I should drown, or stab, or hang myself. Oh, state of nature, failed together in me, since thy best props are warped. So which way now? The best way is the next way to a grave. Each errant step beside is torment. Lo, the moon is down, the crickets chirp, the screech owl calls in the dawn. All offices are done save what I fail in. But the point is this, an end, and that is all.
And she exits. Scene 3. Enter Arcite with meat, wine, and phials.
I should be near the place. Ho, cousin Palamon!
Arcite,
The same. I have brought you food and phials. Come forth and fear not. Here's no Theseus.
not none so honest Arcite.
That's no matter. We'll argue that hereafter. Come, take courage. You shall not die thus beastly. Here, sir, drink. I know you are faint. Then I'll take further with you.
Arcite, thou mightst now poison me.
I might, but I must fear you first. Sit down, and good now. No more of these vain parleys. Let us not, having our ancient reputation with us, make talk for fools and cowards. To your health.
Do.
Pray, sit down then, and let me entreat you by all the honesty and honor in you, no mention of this woman. 'Twill disturb us. We shall have time enough.
Well, sir, I'll pledge you.
Drink a good hearty draught. It breeds good blood, man. Do not you feel it thaw you?
Stay, I'll tell you after a draught or two more.
Spare it not. The Duke has more, cuz. Eat now.
Yes,
I am glad you have so good a stomach.
I am glad I have so good meat to it.
Is it not mad, lodging here in the wild woods, cousin?
Yes, for them that have wild consciences.
How taste your victuals? Your hunger needs no sauce, I see.
Not much, but if it did, yours is too tart, sweet cousin. What is this?
Venison.
'Tis a lusty meat. Give me more wine. Here, Arcite, to the wenches we have known in our days. The Lord Steward's daughter. Do you remember her?
After you, cuz.
She loved a black-haired man.
She did so. Well, sir.
And I have heard some call him Arcite, and
Out with it, faith.
she met him in an arbor. What did she there, cuz? Play Oh the Virginals?
Something she did, sir.
Made her groan a month for it, or 2, or 3, or 10.
The marshal's daughter had her share too, as I remember, cousin, else there be tales abroad. You'll pledge her?
Yes.
A pretty brown wench 'tis. There was a time when young men went a hunting, and a wood, and a broad beach, and thereby hangs a tale, hey-ho?
For Emily, upon my life, fool, away with this strange mirth. I say again that sigh was breathed for Emily, base cousin. Darest thou break first?
You are wide.
By heaven and earth, there's nothing in thee honest.
Then I'll leave you now. You're a beast now.
As thou makest me traitor.
There's all things needful, files and shirts and perfumes. I'll come again some 2 hours hence, and bring that shall quiet all.
A sword and armor.
Fear me not. You are now too foul. Farewell. Get off your trinkets. You shall want naught.
Sir Ha.
And I'll hear no more.
Arsages exits.
If he keeps touch, he dies for it.
Scene 4. Enter the jailer's daughter.
I am very cold, and all the stars are out too. The little stars, and all that look like aglets. The sun has seen my folly, Palamon. Alas, no, he's in heaven. Where am I now? Yonder's the sea, and there's a ship. How tumbles, and there's a rock lies watching underwater. Now, it beats upon it. Oh, now, there's a leak sprung, a sound one, how they cry. Upon her before the wind, you'll lose all else. Up with a course or two, and take about, boys. Good night, you're gone. I am very hungry. Would I could find a fine frog. He would tell me news from all parts of the world. Then would I make a carrack of a cockle shell and sail by east and northeast to the king of pygmies. For he tells fortunes rarely. Now my father, 20 to 1, is trussed up in a trice. Tomorrow morning, I'll say never a word. For I'll cut my green coat a foot above my knee, and I'll clip my yellow locks an inch below mine eye. Hey, nanny. He's by me a white coat forth for to ride, and I'll go seek him through the world that is so wide. Hey, nanny. Oh, for a prick now like a nightingale to put my breast against. I shall sleep like a top else.
And she exits. Act 3, Scene 5. Enter a schoolmaster, 4 countrymen, and wenches with a taborer, whole slew of people. Fie, what tediosity and disinsanity is here among you? Have my rudiments been laboured so long with you, milked unto you, and by a figure even the most very plum broth and marrow of my understanding laid upon you? And do you still cry, where and how and wherefore? You most coarse freeze capacities, you judgments. Have I said thus, let be, and there let be, and then let be, and no man understand me? Pro diem medios fidios. You're all dunces. For why here stand I? Oh, here the Duke comes, and there are you closer the thicket, the Duke appears. I meet him, and unto him I utter learned things and many figures. He hears and nods and hums, and then cries rare, and I go forward. At length I fling my cap up. Mark there, and then you do as once did Meleager and the boar, break comely out before him. Like true lovers, cast yourselves in a body decently and sweetly, by a figure trace, and turn boys.
And sweetly we will do it, Master Gerald.
And sweet, draw up the company. Where's the taperer?
Why, Timothy,
Oh, here's my mad boys. Have at ye. What say, I say, where's their women?
Here's
Yes,
Fritz, all the
and
little, and little Luce with the white legs, and Bouncing Barbary, and Freckled Nell that never failed her master.
Oh, where be your ribbons, mate? Swim with your bodies and carry it sweetly and deliverly. And now and then a favour and a frisk.
let us alone, sir.
Well, where's the rest of the music?
Dispersed as you commanded.
A couple then, and see what's wanting. Where's the Bavian? My friend, carry your tale without offence or scandal to the ladies, and be sure you tumble with audacity and manhood. And when you bark, do it with judgment.
Yes, sir.
Quo usque taudem. There is a woman wanting.
We may go whistle all the fats in the fire.
We have. As learned outdoors utter washed attire, we have been fatuous and laboured vainly.
This is that scornful piece, that scurvy Hilding that gave her promise faithfully she would be here, Cicely the sempster's daughter. The next gloves that I give her shall be dogskin. Nay, and she fill me once. You can tell Arcas she swore by wine and bread she would not break.
An eel and woman, a learned poet says, unless by the tail and with thy teeth thou hold, will either fail. In manners, this was a false position.
A fire taker, does she flinch now?
What shall we determine, sir?
Oh, nothing. Our business is become a nullity, yea, and a woeful and a piteous nullity.
Now when the credit of our town lay on it, now to be frimple, now to piss on the nettle. Go thy ways, I'll remember thee, I'll fit thee.
Entered the jailer's daughter.
The George Low came from the south, from the coast of Barbary, and there he met with brave gallants of war. By one, by two, by three, well hailed, you jolly gallants. And whither now are you bound? Oh, let me have your company, till come to the sound. Oh, there was three fools fell out about and howlet. The one said it was an owl, the other he said nay, the third he said it was a hawk, and her bells were cut away.
There's a dainty mad woman, Mr. Comes with a nick, as mad as a March hare. If we can get her dance, we are made again. I warrant her she'll do the rarest gambols.
A mad woman, we are made, boys.
And are you mad, good woman?
I would be sorry else. Give me your hand.
Why?
I can tell your fortune. Oh, you are a fool. Till then I have posed him. But, friend, you must eat no white bread. If you do, your teeth will bleed extremely. Shall we dance? Oh, I know you. You're a tinker. Sirrah, tinker, step no more holes, but what you should.
Did you bony a tinker, damsel?
Or a conjurer. Raise me a devil now, and let him play quipasa or the bells and bones.
Go take her, and fluently persuade her to a peace. Et opus exegi quod nec Jovis era nec ignis. Strike up and lead her in.
Come, lassie, let's trip it.
I'll lead.
Do.
Persuasively and cunningly. Away, boys. Oh, and they exit. I hear the horns give me some meditation, and mark your cue. Pallas, inspire me. Enter Theseus, Perithous, Hippolyta, Emil, Arcite, and train. This way the stag took. Stay and edify. What have we here?
Some country sport, upon my life, sir. Well, sir, go forward. We will edify. Ladies, sit down. We'll stay it.
Thou doubted Duke, all hail, sweet ladies. This is a cold beginning. But if you favour our country pastime maidens, we are a few of those collected here that ruder tongues distinguish villager. And to say verity, and not to fable, we are a merry rout, or else a rabble, or company, or by a figure, chorus, that for thy dignity will dance a morris. And I that am the rectifier of all, by title pedagogos, that let fall the birch upon the breeches of the small ones, and humble with a ferula the tall ones, do here present this machine, or this frame, and dented duke, whose doughty dismal fame from dis to Daedalus, from post to pillar, is blown abroad. Help me, thy poor well-willer, and with thy twinkling eyes look right and straight upon this mighty Moor, of mickle weight is, now comes in, which being glued together makes Morris, and the cause that we came hither. The body of our sport, of no small study I first appear, though rude and raw and muddy, to speak before thy noble grace, this tenor, at whose great feet I offer up my penna, the next the Lord of May and Lady bright, the chambermaid and serving man by night, that seek out silent hanging, and then my host and his fat spouse, that welcomes to their cost the galled traveller, and with a beckoning informs the tapster to inflame the reckoning. Then the beast-eating clown, and the next fool, the bavian with a long tail and eke long tool, cum multis allegis, that make a dance, say I, and all shall presently advance. Aye, by any means, dear Domine.
Produce in trote filii. Come forth and foot it.
And there's music, and they dance. The schoolmen, and they all enter the dance.
Ladies, if we have been merry and have pleased thee with a derry and a derry and a down, say the schoolmaster's no clown. Duke, if we have pleased thee too, and had done as good boys should do, give us but a tree or twain for a maypole, and again, ere another year run out, we'll make thee laugh in all this rout.
Take 20. Domine, how does my sweetheart?
Oh, never so pleased, sir.
'Twas an excellent dance, and for a preface I never heard a better.
Schoolmaster, I thank you. One seem all rewarded.
And here's something to paint your pole withal.
Now, to our sports again. May the stag thou hunt's stand long, and thy dogs be swift and strong. May they kill him without let, and the ladies eat his dowsets. Come, we are all made. Dequiat omnes, ye have danced rarely, wenches. And they exit. Enter Palamon from the bush.
About this hour my cousin gave his faith to visit me again, and with him bring 2 swords and 2 good armors. If he fail, he's neither man nor soldier. When he left me, I did not think a week could have restored my lost strength to me. I was grown so low, and crestfallen with my wants. I thank thee, Arcite, thou art yet a fair foe, and I feel myself with this refreshing, able once again to outdure danger. To delay it longer would make the world think, when it comes to hearing, that I lay fatting like a swine. to fight and not a soldier. Therefore, this blessed morning shall be the last. And that sword he refutes, if it but hold, I kill him with. 'Tis justice, so love and fortune for me. O good morrow.
Enter our city with armorers and swords.
Good morrow, noble kinsman.
I have put you to too much pains, sir.
That too much, fair cousin, is but a debt to honor, and my duty.
Would you were so Would you were so in all, sir, I could wish ye as kind a kinsman, as you force me find a beneficial foe, that my embraces might thank ye, not my blows.
I shall think either well done, a noble recompense.
Then I shall quit you.
Defy me in these fair terms, and you show more than a mistress to me. No more anger, as you love anything that's honorable. We were not bred to talk, man. When we are armed and both upon our guards, then let our fury, like meeting of two tides, fly strongly from us. And then to whom the birthright of this beauty truly pertains, without upbraidings, scorns, despisings of our persons, and such poutings fitter for girls and schoolboys, will be seen and quickly, yours or mine. Will it please you arm, sir? Or, if you feel yourself not fitting yet, and furnished with your old strength, I'll stay, cousin, and every day discourse you into health as I am spared. Your person I am friends with, and I could wish I had not said I loved her though I had died. But loving such a lady, and justifying my love, I must not fly from it.
Arcite, thou art so brave an enemy that no man but thy cousins fit to kill thee. I am well and lusty. Choose your arms.
Choose you, sir.
Wilt thou exceed in all, or dost thou do it to make me spare thee?
If you think so, cousin, you are deceived. For as I am a soldier, I will not spare you.
That's well said.
You'll find it.
Then as I am an honest man, and love, with all the justice of affection, I'll pay thee soundly. This I'll take.
That's mine, then. I'll arm you first.
Do pray thee tell me, cousin, where gotst thou this good armor?
'Tis the Duke's, and to say true, I stole it. Do I pinch you?
No.
Is it not too heavy?
I have worn a lighter, but I shall make it serve.
I'll buckle it close.
By any means.
You care not for a grand guard?
No, we'll use no horses. I perceive you would fain be at that fight.
I am indifferent.
Faith, so am I. Good cousin, thrust the buckle through far enough.
I warrant you.
My cask now.
Will you fight bare-armed?
We shall be the nimbler.
But use your gauntlets, though. Those are of the least. Prithee, take mine, good cousin.
Oh, thank you, Arcite. How do I look? Am I fallen much away?
Faith, very little. Love has used you kindly.
I'll warrant thee I'll strike home.
Do, and spare not. I'll give you cause, sweet cousin.
Now to you, sir. Methinks this armor's very like that, Arcite, that worse that day the three kings fell, but lighter.
'Twas a very good one. And that day I well remember you outdid me, cousin. I never saw such valor. When you charged upon the left wing of the enemy, I spurred hard to come up, and under me I had a right good horse.
You had indeed a bright bay, I remember.
Yes, but all was vainly labored in me. You outwent me, nor could my wishes reach you. Yet, a little I did by imitation.
More by virtue, you are modest, cousin.
When I saw you charge first, methought I heard a dreadful clap of thunder break from the troop.
But still before that flew the lightning of your valor. Stay a little. Is not this piece too straight?
No, 'tis well.
I would have nothing hurt thee but my sword. A bruise would be dishonor.
Now I am perfect.
Stand off, then.
Take my sword. I hold it better.
I thank ye. No, keep it. Your life lies on it. Here's one, if it but hold, I ask no more, for all my hopes, my cause and honor guard me.
And me, my love. Is there aught else to say?
They bow to each other and advance and stand.
This only and no more. Thou art my aunt's son, and that blood we desire to shed is mutual. In me, thine, and in thee, mine. My sword is in my hand, and if thou killest me, the gods and I forgive thee. If there be a place prepared for those that sleep in honor, I wish his weary soul that falls may win it. Fight bravely, cousin. Give me thy noble hand.
Here, Palamon, this hand shall never more come near thee with such friendship.
I commend thee.
If I fall, curse me, and say I was a coward, for none but such dare die in these just trials. Once more, farewell, my cousin.
Farewell, Arcite.
And they fight. Horns sound within, and they stop.
Lo, cousin, lo, our folly has undone us.
Why?
This is the Duke, a-hunting as I told you. If we be found, we are wretched. Oh, retire, for honour's sake, and safely, presently into your bush again. Sir, we shall find too many hours to die in. Gentle cousin, if you be seen, you perish instantly for breaking prison, and I, if you reveal me, for my contempt. Then all the world will scorn us, and say we had a noble difference, but base disposers of it.
No, no, cousin, I will no more be hidden, nor put off this great adventure to a second trial. I know your cunning, and I know your cause. He that faints now, shame take him. Put thyself upon thy present guard.
You are not mad.
Or I will make the advantage of this hour mine own, and what's to come shall threaten me. I fear less than my fortune. No, weak cousin, I love Emilia, and in that I'll bury thee and all crosses else.
Then come what can come, thou shalt know, Palamon. I dare as well die as discourse or sleep. Only this fears me, the law will have the honour of our ends. Have at thy life.
Look to thine own well, Arcite.
And they fight again. Sound of trumpets enter Theseus, Hippolyta, Amelia, Perithius, and their trains. What ignorant and mad malicious traitors are you, that gainst the tenor of my laws are making battle, thus like knights appointed without my leave, and officers of arms, by Castor both shall die.
Hold thy words, Theseus. We are certainly both traitors, both despisers of thee and of thy goodness. I am Palamon, that cannot love thee. He that broke thy prison thinks well what that deserves. And this is Arcite. A bolder traitor never trod thy ground, a falser never seemed friend. This is the man was begged and banished. This is he contemns thee, and what thou darest do, and in this disguise against this own edict follows thy sister, that fortunate bright star, the fair Emilia, whose servant, if there be a right in seeing and first bequeathing of the soul to, justly I am, and which is more, dares think her his. This treachery, like a most trusty lover, I called him now to answer. If thou beest, as thou art spoken, great and virtuous, the true decider of all injuries, say, fight again, and thou shalt see me, Theseus, do such a justice thou thyself will envy. Then take my life, I'll woo thee to it.
Ah, oh heaven, what more than man is this?
I have sworn.
We seek not thy breath of mercy, Theseus. 'Tis to me a thing as soon to die as thee to say it, and no more moved. Where this man calls me traitor, let me say thus much. If in love be treason, in service of so excellent a beauty, as I love most, and in that faith will perish, as I have brought my life here to confirm it, as I have served her truest, worthiest, as I dare kill this cousin that denies it, so let me be most traitor, an you please me. For scorning thy edict, Duke, ask that lady why she is fair, and why her eyes command me stay here to love her. And if she say traitor, I am a villain fit to lie unburied.
Thou shalt have pity of us both, O Theseus, if unto neither thou show mercy. Stop, as thou art just, thy noble ears against us, as thou art valiant. For thy cousin's soul, whose 12 strong labors crown his memory, let's die together at one instant, Duke. Only a little let him fall before me, that I may tell my soul he shall not have her.
I grant your wish. For to say true, your cousin hath 10 times more offended, for I gave him more mercy than you found. Sir, your offences bring no more than this. None here speaks for 'em, for ere the sun set, both shall sleep forever.
Alas, the pity! Now or never, sister, speak, not to be denied. That face of yours will bear the curses else of after ages for these lost cousins.
My face, dear sister, I find no anger to him, nor no ruin. The misadventure of mine own eyes kill him. Yet that I will be woman and have pity. My knees shall grow to the ground, but I'll get mercy. Help me, dear sister. In a deed so virtuous, the powers of all women will be with us. Most royal brother.
Sir, by a tie of marriage,
By your own spotless honor,
by that faith, that fair hand, and that honest heart you gave me,
that you would have pitied another by your own virtues infinite.
by valor, by all the chaste knights I have ever pleased you.
These are strange conjurings.
Nay, then, I'll in too. By all our friendship, sir, by all our dangers, by all you love most, wars and this sweet lady.
By that you would have trembled to deny a blushing maid.
By your eyes, by strength in which you swore I went beyond all women, almost all men, and yet I yielded, Theseus.
To crown all this, by your most noble soul, which cannot want you mercy, I beg first.
Next hear my prayers.
Let me entreat, sir.
For mercy.
For mercy.
Mercy on these princes.
You make my faith reel. Say I felt compassion to them both. How would you place it?
Upon their lives, but with their banishment.
You are a right woman, sister. You have pity, but want the understanding where to use it. If you desire their lives, invent a way safer than banishment. Can these two live and had the agony of love about them and not kill one another? Every day they'd fight about you, hourly to bring your honor to public question with their swords. Be wise then and forget 'em. It concerns your credit and my oath equally. I have said they die. Better they fall by the law than one another. Bow not to my honor.
Oh, my noble brother, that oath was rashly made. And in your anger, your reason will not hold it. If such vows stand for express will, all the world must perish. Besides, I have another oath, 'gainst yours of more authority. I am sure more love, not made in passion either, but good heed.
What is't, sister?
Urge it home, brave lady.
That you would ne'er deny me anything fit for my modest suit and your free granting. I tie you to your word now. If ye fall in it, think how you maim your honor. For now I am set a begging, sir. I am deaf to all but your compassion. How their lives might breed the ruin of my name. Opinion, shall anything that loves me perish for me? That were a cruel wisdom. Do men prone the straight young bows that blush with 1,000 blossoms because they may be rotten? Oh, Duke Theseus, the goodly mothers that have groaned for these, and all the longing maids that ever loved, if your vow stand, shall curse me in my beauty and in their funeral songs. For these two cousins, despite my cruelty, and cry woe worth me till I am nothing but the scorn of women. For heaven's sake, save their lives and banish them.
On what conditions?
Swear never more to make me their contention, or to know me, to trend upon thy dukedom, and to be wherever they shall travel, ever strangers to one another.
I'll be cut a pieces before I take this oath. Forget I love her? Oh, all ye gods despise me then. Thy banishment I'd not mislike, so we may fairly carry our swords and cause along, else never trifle, but take our lives, Duke. I must love and will, and for that love must and dare kill this cousin on any peace the earth has.
Will you, our sighted, take these conditions?
He's a villain then.
These are men.
No, never, Duke. 'Tis worse to me than begging to take my life so basely. Though I think I never shall enjoy her, yet I'll preserve the honor of affection and die for her, make death a devil.
What may be done? For now I feel compassion.
Let it not fall again, sir.
Say, Emilia, if one of them were dead, as one miss, are you content to take the other to your husband? They cannot both enjoy you. They are princes as goodly as your own eyes, and as noble as ever fame yet spoke of. Look upon them, and if you can love, end this difference. I give consent. Are you content, two princes?
With
With
all
all
our
our souls.
He that she refuses must die then.
any
Any
death
death
thou canst
thou
invent.
canst invent, Duke. If I fall from that mouth, I fall with favor, and lovers yet unborn shall bless my ashes.
If she refuse me, yet my grave will wed me, and soldiers sing my epitaph.
Make choice then.
I cannot, sir. They are both too excellent for me. A hair shall never follow these men.
What will become of them?
Thus I ordain it, and by mine honour once again it stands, or both shall die. You shall both to your country, and each within this month, accompanied with 3 fair knights, appear again in this place, in which I'll plant a pyramid. And whether before us that are here can force his chosen by fair and knightly strength to touch the pillar, he shall enjoy her. The other lose his head and all his friends, nor shall he grudge to fall, nor think he dies with interest in this lady. Will this content ye?
Yes, here, cousin Arcite, I am friends again till that hour.
I embrace ye.
Are you consent, sister?
Yes, I must, sir, else both miscarry.
Come, shake hands again then, and take heed, as you are gentlemen. This quarrel sleep till the hour prefixed, and hold your course.
We dare not fail thee, Theseus.
Come, I'll give you now usage like to princes and to friends. When you return, who wins, I'll settle here. Who loses, yet I'll weep upon his bier. And they exit. Act 4, Scene 1. Enter the jailer and his friend. Hear you no more? Was nothing said of me concerning the escape of Palamon? Good sir, remember.
Oh, nothing that I heard, for I came home before the business was fully ended. Yet I might proceed ere I departed, a great likelihood of both their pardons. For Hippolyta and fair-eyed Emilia upon their knees begged with such handsome pity that the Duke methought stood staggering whether he should follow his rash other or the sweet compassion of these two ladies, and to second them that truly noble Prince Pirithous half his own heart said it too, that I hope all shall be well, Neither heard I one question of your name or escape.
Enter the second friend. Pray heaven it hold so.
Be of good comfort, man. I bring you news. Good news.
They are welcome.
Palamon has cleared you and got your pardon, and discovered how and by whose means he escaped, which was your daughter's, whose pardon is procured too. And the prisoner, not to be held ungrateful to her goodness, has given a sum of money to her marriage, a large one, I'll assure you.
Oh, you're a good man and ever bring good news.
Oh, how was it ended?
Why, as it should be. They that never begged, but they prevailed, had their suits fairly granted. The prisoners have their lives.
I knew it would be so.
But there be new conditions, which you'll hear of at better time.
Oh, I hope they be good.
They are honorable. How good they'll prove, I know not.
It will be known.
Enter a wooer. First friend.
Alas, alas, sir, where's your daughter? Where's your daughter?
Why do you ask?
Oh, sir, when did you see her?
How he looks.
This morning.
Was she well? Was she in health? Sir, when did she sleep?
Oh, these are strange questions.
I do not think she was very well, for now you make me mind her. But this very day I asked her questions, and she answered me so far from what she was, so childishly, so sillily, as if she were a fool, an innocent, and I was very angry. But what of her, sir?
Nothing but my pity. But you must know it, and is good by me as by another that less loves her.
Oh, well, sir.
Not right?
Kitty.
Not well?
No, sir, not well. 'Tis too true she is mad.
It cannot be.
Believe you'll find it so.
I half suspected when you told me. The gods comfort her. Either this was her love to Palamon or fear of my miscarrying on his escape, or both.
'Tis likely.
But why all this haste, sir?
I'll tell you quickly. As I late was angling in the great lake that lies behind the palace, from the far shore, thick set with reeds and sedges, as patiently I was attending sport, I heard a voice, a shrill one, and attentive I gave my ear, when I might well perceive 'twas one that sung, and by the smallness of it, a boy or woman. I then left my angle to his own skill, came near, but yet perceived not who made the sound. The rushes and the reeds had so encompassed it. I laid me down and listened to the words she sung, for then through a small glade cut by the fishermen I saw it was your daughter.
Well, pray go on, sir.
She sung much, but no sense. Only I heard her repeat this often, Palamon is gone to the wood to gather mulberries. I'll find him out tomorrow.
Oh, pretty soul.
His shackles will betray him, he'll be taken, and what shall I do then? I'll bring a bevy, 100 black-eyed maids that love as I do, with chaplets on the heads of daffodillies, with cherry lips and cheeks of damask roses, and all will dance an antic for the Duke and beg his pardon. Then she talked of you, sir, that you must lose your head tomorrow morning, and she must gather flowers to bury you and see the house made handsome. Then she sung nothing but willow, 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 and between ever was Palamon, fair Palamon, and Palamon was a tall young man. The place was knee-deep where she sat, her careless tresses a reek of bulrush rounded. About her stuck 1,000 fresh water flowers of several colors, that methought she appeared like the fair nymph that feeds the lake with waters, or as Iris newly dropped down from heaven. Rings she made of rushes that grew by, and to him spoke the prettiest posies. Thus our true love's tied, that this you may lose, not me, and many a one. And then she wept, and sung again, and sighed, and with the same breath smiled and kissed her hand.
Alas, what pity is it?
I made into her. She saw me, and straight sought the flood. I saved her, and set her safe to land, when presently she slipped away, and to the city made with such a cry and swiftness that, believe me, she left me far behind her. 3 or 4 I saw from far off cross her. One of 'em I knew to be your brother, where she stayed, and fell scarce to be got away. I left them with her,
Into the
and
brother,
hitherto
the jailer's daughter, and others.
came to tell you, here they are.
Jailer's daughter.
Kitty.
May you never more enjoy the light. Is not this a fine song?
Brother.
Oh, a very fine one.
I can sing 20 more.
Oh, I think you can.
Yes, truly can I. I can sing Broom and Bonnie Robin. Are not you a tailor?
Aye,
Where's my wedding gown?
I'll bring it tomorrow.
Jew, very rarely. I must be abroad else to call the maids and pay the minstrels, for I must lose my maidenhead by cocklight till never thrive else. Oh fair, oh sweet, oh sweet, oh fair.
Thou must even take it patiently.
Taylor.
Oh, 'tis true.
Good evening, good man. Pray, did you ever hear of one young Palamon?
Oh, yes, wench, we know him.
Is it not a fine young gentleman?
'Tis, love.
Brother.
By no means cross her. She is then distempered, for worse than now she shows.
Oh, yes, he's a fine man.
Oh, is he so? You have a sister,
Oh, yes.
but she shall never have him. Tell her so. For a trick that I know, you'd best look to her, for if she see him once, she's gone, she's done, and undone in an hour. All the young maids of our town are in love with him, but I laugh at them and let them all alone. Isn't that a wise course?
Oh, yeah.
There is at least 200 now with child by him. Oh, there must be 4. Yet I keep close for all this, close as a cockle, and all these must be boys. He has a trick on it, and at 10 years old, they must be all gelt for musicians and sing the wars of Theseus,
Oh, this is strange.
as ever you heard, but say nothing.
No.
So they come from all parts of the dukedom to him. I'll warrant ye, he had not so few last night as 20 to dispatch. He'll tickled up in 2 hours if his hand begin.
She's lost past all cure. Oh, heaven forbid, man.
Come hither, you are a wise man.
Do you know him? No, what she did?
You are master of a ship?
Yes,
Where's your compass?
here.
Set it to the north, and now direct your course to the wood where Palamon lies longing for me. For the tackling, let me alone. Come, weigh my heart cheerily.
Oh, 'tis up the wind's fair, top the bowling, out with the mainsail. Where's your whistle, master? Oh, let's go get her.
Up
Up
to
to the boy, up to the top, boy. Where's the pilot?
here,
What canst thou?
a fair wood.
Bear for it, master. Take about. When Cynthia with her borrowed light, da 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 da.
And they all exit. Act 4, Scene 2, enter Amelia alone with two pictures.
Yet I may bind those wounds up that must open and bleed to death for my sake else. I'll choose and end their strife. Two such young, handsome men shall never fall for me. Their weeping mothers, following the cold, dead ashes of their sons, shall never curse my cruelty. Good heaven, what a sweet face is Arcity! If wise nature with all her best endowments, all those beauties she sows into the births of noble bodies, were here a mortal woman and had in her the coy denials of young maids, yet doubtless she would run mad for this man. What an eye! Of what a fiery sparkle and a quick sweetness has this young prince. Here love himself sits smiling. Just such another wanton Ganymede, set love afire with, and enforced the god snatch up the goodly boy, and sat him by him a shining constellation. Oh, what a brow! Of what a spacious majesty he carries! Arched like the great-eyed Juno's, but far sweeter. Smoother than Pelops' shoulder? Fame and honor, methinks, from hence, as from a promontory pointed in heaven, should clap their wings and sing to all the underworld, the loves and fights of gods, and such men near him. Palamon is but his foil, to him a mere dull shadow. He's swarth and meager, of an eye as heavy as if he had lost his mother. A still temper, no stirring in him, no alacrity. Of all the sprightly sharpness, not a smile. Yet these that we count errors may become him. Narcissus was a sad boy, but a heavenly. Oh, who can find the bent of woman's fancy? I am a fool. My reason is lost in me. I have no choice. And I have lived so lewdly that women ought to beat me. On my knees I ask thy pardon. Palamon, thou art alone, and only beautiful, and these the eyes, these the bright lamps of beauty that command and threaten love. And what young maid dare cross them? What a bold gravity, and yet inviting, has this brown manly face. Oh, love, this only from this hour is complexion. Lie here, Arcites. Thou art a changeling to him, a mere gypsy. And this the noble body. Oh, I am sotted, utterly lost. My virgin's faith has fled me. For if my brother but even now had asked me whether I loved, I had run mad for Arcite. Now if my sister, more for Palamon, stand both together. Now come ask me, brother, alas, I know not. Ask me how sweet sister I may go look. What a mere child is fancy, that having two fair gods of equal sweetness cannot distinguish, but must cry for both. How now, sir?
Enter Amelia and a gentleman.
How now, sir?
From the noble Duke, your brother, madam, I bring you news. The knights are come.
To end the quarrel?
Yes.
Would I might end first. What sins have I committed? Chaste Diana, that my unspotted youth must now be soiled with the blood of princess, and my chastity be made the altar where the lives of lovers too greater and too better never yet made mother's joy must be the sacrifice to my unhappy beauty?
Enter Theseus, Hippolyta, Pirithous with attendants. Bring him in quickly. By any means, I long to see him. Your two contending lovers are returned, and with them their fair knights. Now, my fair sister, you must love one of them.
I had rather both, so neither for my sake should fall untimely.
Into messengers and Curtis. Gusom.
I a while.
And I. From whence come you, sir? From the knights. Pray speak, you that have seen them, what they are. I will, sir, and truly what I think. 6 braver spirits than those they have brought, if we judge by the outside, I never saw nor read of. He that stands in the first place with Arcite by his seeming should be a stout man, by his face a prince. He very looks to say him, his complexion nearer a brown than black, stern and yet noble, which shows him hardy, fearless, proud of dangers. The circles of his eyes show fair within him, and as a heated lion, so he looks. His hair hangs long behind him, black and shining like raven's wings. His shoulders broad and strong, armed long and round, and on his thigh a sword hung by a curious baldric, when he frowns to seal his will with. Better my conscience was never soldier's friend. Thou hast well described him.
Yet a great deal short, methinks, of him that's first with Palamon.
Pray speak him, friend.
I guess he is a prince too, and if it may be, greater, for his show has all the ornament of honor in't. He's somewhat bigger than the knight he spoke of, but of a face far sweeter. His complexion is as a ripe grape ruddy. He has felt without doubt what he fights for, and so apter to make this cause his own. In's face appears all the fair hopes of what he undertakes, and when he's angry, then a settled valor not tainted with extremes runs through his body, and guides his arm to brave things. Fear he cannot. He shows no such soft temper. His head's yellow, hard-haired and curled, thick twined like ivy tops, not to undo with thunder. In his face the livery of the warlike maid appears, pure red and white, for yet no beard has blessed him, and in his rolling eyes sits victory, as if he ever meant to correct his valor. His nose stands high, a character of honor. His red lips after fights are fit for ladies.
Must these men die too?
When he speaks, his tongue sounds like a trumpet. All his lineaments are as a man would wish him, strong and clean. He wears a well-steeled axe, the staff of gold, his age some 25.
There's another, a little man, but of a tough soul, seeming as great as any. Fairer promises in such a body, yet I never looked on.
Oh, he that's freckle-faced.
The same, my lord. Are they not sweet ones?
Yes, they are well.
Oh, methinks being so few and well disposed, they show great and fine art in nature. He's white-haired, not wanton white, but such a manly colour next to an airborne, tough and nimble set, which shows an active soul. His arms are brawny, lined with strong sinews. To the shoulder, piece gently they swell, like women new conceived, which speaks him prone to labour, never fainting under the weight of arms, stout-hearted still. But when he stirs, a tiger. He's grey-eyed, which yields compassion where he conquers, sharp to spy advantages, and where he finds them. He's swift to make them his. He does no wrongs, nor takes none. He's round-faced, and when he smiles, he shows a lover. When he frowns, a soldier. About his head he wears a winner's oak, and in it stuck the favour of his lady. his age some 36. In his hand he bears a charging staff embossed with silver. Are they all thus?
They are all the sons of honor.
Now, as I have a soul, I long to see them. Lady, you shall see men fight now. Hippolyta?
Sorry, where are we? I lost.
Page 114, about the fourth.
I wish it, but not the cause, my lord. They would show bravely about the titles of 2 kingdoms. 'Tis pity love should be so tyrannous. Oh, my soft-hearted sister, what think you? Weep not. Do they weep blood? Wrench it must be.
You have steeled him with your beauty, honoured friend. To you I give the field. Pray order it, fitting the persons that must use it.
Yes, sir.
Come, I'll go visit him. I cannot stay, their fame has fired me so, till they appear. Good friend, be royal.
There shall want no bravery.
Poor wench, go weep, for whosoever wins loses a noble cousin for thy sins.
And they exit. Act 4, Scene 3. Enter the jailer, the wooer, and the doctor. Doctor was Kitty.
Her distraction is more at some time of the moon than at other some, is it not?
Oh, she is continually in a harmless distemper. Sleeps little, although together without appetite, save often drinking. Dreaming of another world and a better. And what broken piece of matter soe'er she's about, the name Palamon lards it, that she farces every business. Jailer's daughter enters. Withal, fits it to every question? Look where she comes. You shall perceive her behaviour. Jailer's daughter. Kitty?
No, I'm the doctor.
Oh, you are. That's right. Who's the...
Is this the jailer's daughter?
Yeah.
I'm doctor. Wait, what page are we, doctor, here?
115.
115, okay. Her distraction is more. It's,
No. Enter daughter about quarter of the way down.
quarter way down.
The jailer says, she comes, you shall perceive her behaviour.
Oh, she comes, you shall perceive her behavior. Okay. All right. Then she comes, I shall perceive her.
No, love. You're the daughter.
No, she's the daughter. I'm the doctor right now.
No, I'm the doctor.
You're the doctor, then somebody else.
The daughter.
The daughter, and I have got it quite. The burden of it was down, and penned by no worse man than Geraldo. Emilius schoolmaster, he's as fantastical too as ever he may go upon legs. For in the next world will Dido see Palamon, and then will she be out of love with Anus.
What stuff's here? Poor soul.
Even thus all day long. Now for this charm that I told you, you must bring a piece of silver on the tip of your tongue, or no fairy. Then if it be your chance to come where the blessed spirits, as there's a sight now, we maids that have our lovers perished, cranked to pieces with love, we shall come here and do nothing all day long but pick flowers for Persephone. Then will I make Palamon a nosegay, then let him mock me, then...
How prettily she's amiss. Note her a little further.
I'll tell you this, sometimes we go to barley break, we are the blessed, alas, 'tis a sore life they have in this another place, such burning, frying, boiling, hissing, howling, chattering, cursing. Oh, they have showed, measure, take heed, if one be mad or hang or drown themselves, thither they go. Jupiter bless us, and there shall be put in a cauldron of lead and usurious grease amongst the whole million of cut purses, and then boil like a gammon of bacon that will never be enough.
How her brain coins.
Lords and courtiers that have got maids with child, they're up in this place. They shall stand in fire up to their navel and up to their heart, and there the offending pot barons and the deceiving pot barons, in troth, a very grievous punishment, as one would think, for such a trifle. Believe me, one would marry a leprous witch to be rid of it, I'll assure you.
How she continues this fancy! 'Tis not an engraft madness, but a most thick and profound melancholy.
Here there a proud lady and a proud city wife howl together. I were a beast, and I'd call it good sport. One cries, oh, this smoke. Another, this fire. One cries, oh, that ever I did it behind the arras, and then howls. The other curses a suing fellow in her garden house. I will be true, my stars, my fate.
And the daughter exits. Why think you of her, sir?
I think she has a perturbed mind, which I cannot minister to.
Alas, what then?
Understand you, she ever affected any man ere she beheld Palamon?
I was once, sir, in great hope she had fixed her liking on this gentleman, my friend.
I did think so too, and would account I had a great penworth on't, to give half my state that both she and I at this present stood unfeignedly on the same terms.
That intemperate effort of her eye hath distempered the other senses. They may return and settle again to execute their preordained faculties, but they are now in a most extravagant vagary. This you must do. Confine her to a place where the light may rather seem to steal in than be permitted. Take upon you, young sir, her friend, the name of Palamon. Say you come to eat with her and to commune of love. This will catch her attention, for this her mind beats upon. Other objects that are inserted between her mind and eye become the pranks and the friskins of her madness. Sing to her such green songs of love as she says Palamon hath sung in prison. Come to her, stuck in as sweet flowers as the season is mistress of, and there to make an addition of some other compounded odors which are grateful to the sense. All this shall become Palamon. From Palamon can sing, and Palamon is sweet, and every good thing. Desire to eat with her, crave her, drink to her, and still among intermingle your petition of grace and acceptance into her favor. Learn what maids have been her companions and playfellows, and let them repair to her with Palamon in their mouths, and appear with tokens, as if they suggested for him it is a falsehood she is in, which is with falsehoods to be combated. This may bring her to eat, to sleep, and reduce what's now out of square in her into their former law and regiment. I have seen it approved, how many times I know not, but to make the number more, I have great hope in this. I will, between the passages of this project, come in with my appliance. Let us put in execution and hasten the success, which doubt not will bring forth comfort.
And they, with flourish of trumpets, they exit. Act 5. Enter Theseus, Perithous, Hippolyta, and attendants. Now let them enter, and before the gods tender their holy prayers. Let the temples burn bright with sacred fires, and the altars in hallowed clouds commend their swelling incense to those above. Let no Jew be wanting. Flourish of trumpets. They have a noble work in hand and will honor the very powers that love him. Enter Palamon, our Psyche, and their knights.
Sir, they enter.
You valiant and strong-hearted enemies, you royal German foes, that this day come to blow that nearness out that flames between ye, lay by your anger for an hour, and dove-like before the holy altars of your helpers, the all-feared gods, bow down your stubborn bodies. Your ire is more than mortal. So your help be, and as the gods regard ye, fight with justice. I'll leave you to your prayers, and betwixt ye I part my wishes.
Honor crown the worthiest.
Theseus and his train exit.
The glass is running now that cannot finish till one of us expire. Think you but thus, that were there aught in me which strove to show mine enemy in this business, were it one eye against another, arm oppressed by arm, I would destroy the offender, 'cause I would, though parcel of myself, then from this gather how I should tender you.
I am in labour to push your name, your ancient love, our kindred, out of my memory, and in the self-same place to seek something I would confound. So hoist we the sails, that must these vessels port even where the heavenly limter pleases.
You speak well. Before I turn, let me embrace thee, cousin. This I shall never do again.
One farewell.
Why, let it be so. Farewell, cousin.
Exit Palamon and his knights, leaving Ascites. Farewell, sir, knights, kinsmen, lovers. Yea, my sacrifices, true worshippers of Mars, whose spirit in you expels the seeds of fear and the apprehension which still it furthers oft it. Go with me before the God of our profession. There require of him the hearts of lions and the breath of tigers, yet the fierceness too, yet the speed also to go on. I mean, else wish you to be snails, you know my prize must be dragged out of blood, and force and great feet must put my garland on. Where she sticks, the queen of flowers, our intercession then must be to him that makes the camp, a cestron, brimed with the blood of men. Give me your aid and bend your spirits towards him. And they all kneel. Thou, mighty one, that with thy power hast turned green Neptune into purple, comets beware. Those whose havoc in vast field unearthed skulls proclaim, whose breath blows down the teeming Ceres foison, who dost pluck with hand armentipotent from forth blue clouds, the masons' turrets that both mast and breakst the stony girths of cities. Me, thy purple youngest follower of thy drome, instruct this day with military skill, that to thy Lord I may advance my streamer, and by thee be still the Lord of the day. Give me, great Mars, some token of thy presence. They all fall on their faces as formerly. There's a clang of armor, sound of thunder, and the burst of a battle, whereupon they all rise and bow to the altar. O great corrector of enormous times, shaker of o'er-ranked states, thou grand decider of dusty and old titles, that heals with blood the earth when it is sick, and curse the world with a pleurisy of people. I do take thy signs auspiciously, and in thy name, to my design, march boldly. Let us go. And he exits. Enter Palamon with his knights with the former observance.
Our stars must glister with new fire, or be today extinct. Our argument is love, which if the goddess of it grant, she gives victory too. Then blend your spirits with mine, you whose free nobleness do make my cause your personal hazard. To the goddess Venus commend we our proceedings and implore her power unto our party. Hail, sovereign queen of secrets, who hast power to call the fiercest tyrant from his rage, and sweep unto a girl that hast the might, even with an eye glance, to choke Marsy's drum and turn the alarm to whispers, that canst make a cripple flourish with his crutch and cure him before Apollo, that mayst force the king to be his subject's vassal, and induce stale gravity to daunce the plod bachelor, whose youth like wanton boys through bonfires have skipped thy flame. At 70, thou canst catch and make him to the scorn of his hoarse throat abuse young lays of love. What godlike power hast thou not power upon? To Phoebus thou addst flame hotter than the heavenly fires did scorch in his mortal son. Thine him. The huntress, all moist and cold, some say, began to throw her bow away and sigh. Take to thy grace me, thy void soldier, who do bear thy yoke as 'twere a wreath of roses, yet is heavier than lead itself, stings more than nettles. I have never been foul-mouthed against thy law, never revealed secret, for I knew none. Would not, had I kenned all that were. I never practice upon man's wife, nor would the libels read of liberal's wit. I never at great feasts sought to betray a beauty, but have blushed at simpering sirs that did. I have been harsh to large confessors, and have hotly asked them if they had mothers. I had one, a woman, and woman 'twere they wronged. I knew a man of 80 winters, this I told them, who a lass of 14 brided. 'Twas thy power to put life into dust. The aged cramp had screwed his square foot round. The gout had knit his fingers into knots. Torturing convulsions from his globy eyes had almost drawn their spheres, that what was life in him seemed torture. This anatomy had by his young fair fear a boy, and I believed it was his, for she swore it was, and who would not believe her? Brief I am to those that prate and have done, no companion to those that boast and have not, a defier to those that would and cannot, a rejoicer, yea, him I do not love, that tells choice offices the foulest way, nor names concealments in the boldest language. Such a one I am, and vow that lover never yet made sigh truer than I. Oh, then, most soft, sweet goddess, give me the victory of this question, which is true love's merit, and bless me with the sign of thy great pleasure. Oh, that thou that from 11 to 90 reignest in mortal bosoms, whose chase is this world, and we in herds thy game. I give thee thanks for this fair token, which being laid unto mine innocent true heart, arms in assurance my body to this business.
And
Let
they
us
bow.
rise. Let us rise and bow before the goddess. Time comes on.
And they exit. Music. Enter Amelia in white, her hair above her shoulders, a wheaten wreath, one in white holding up her train, her hair stuck with flowers, one before her carrying a silver hind in which is conveyed incense and sweet odors, which being set upon the altar, her maids standing aloof, she sets fire to it, and then they curtsy and kneel.
O sacred, shadowy, cold and constant queen, abandoner of revels, maid contemplative, sweet, solitary, white as chaste, and pure as wind-defanned snow, who to thy female knights allowest no more blood than will make a blush, which is their order's robe. I hear thy priest am humbled for thine altar, O vouchsafe with that thy rare green eye, which never yet beheld thing immaculate. Look on thy virgin and sacred silver mistress. Lend thine ear, which ne'er heard scurril turn, into whose port ne'er entered wanton sound. To my petition seasoned with holy fear, this is my last of vestal office. I am bride habited, but maiden hearted. A husband I have appointed, but do not know him out of two. I should choose one and pray for his success. But I am guiltless of election of mine eyes. Were I to lose one, they are equal precious. I could doom neither. That which perished should go to it unsentenced. Therefore, most modest queen, he of the two pretenders that best loves me and has the truest title in it, let him take off my wheaten garland, or else grant the file and quality I hold, I may continue in thy band.
The hind vanishes under the altar, and in the place ascends a rose tree, having one rose upon it.
See what our general of ebbs and flows out from the bowels of her holy altar with sacred act advances. But one rose, if well inspired, this battle shall confound both these brave knights, and I, a virgin flower, must grow alone, unplucked.
Here is heard a sudden twang of instruments, and the rose falls from the tree.
Oh, the flower is fallen, the tree descends. Oh, mistress, thou here dischargest me. I shall be gathered, I think so, but I know not thine own will. Unclasp thy mystery. I hope she's pleased. Her signs were gracious.
They curtsy and exit. Scene 2. Enter the doctor, the jailer, and the wooer in habit of Palamon. The doctor?
Wasn't she the doctor, or she changed her mind?
Oh, I guess a doctor here. Has this advice I told you done any good upon her?
Oh, very much. The maids that kept her company have half persuaded her that I am Palamon. Within this half hour, she came smiling to me and asked me what I would eat and when I would kiss her. I told her presently and kissed her twice.
Oh, 'twas well done. 20 times had been far better, for there the cure lies mainly.
Then she told me she would watch with me tonight, for well she knew what hour my fit would take me.
Let her do so, and when your fit comes, fit her home, and presently.
She would have me sing.
You did so?
No.
'Twas very ill done then. You should observe her every way.
Alas, I have no voice, sir, to confirm her that way.
That's all one. If you make a noise, if she entreat again, do anything. Lie with her if she asks you.
Oh, there, doctor.
Yes, in the way of cure.
But first, by your leave, in the way of honesty.
That's but a niceness. Never cast your child away for honesty. Cure her first this way, then she will be honest. She has the path before her.
Oh, thank you, doctor.
Pray bring her in, and let's see how she is.
I will, and tell her her Palamon stays for her. But, doctor, methinks you are wrong. The still.
Go. Oh, you fathers are fine fools. Her honesty, and we should give her physique till we find that.
Why, do you think she is not honest, sir?
How old is she?
She's 18.
She may be, but that's all one. 'Tis nothing to our purpose. Whate'er her father says, if you perceive her mood inclining that way that I spoke of, videlicet, the way of flesh, you have me.
Yet very well, sir.
Please her appetite and do at home. It cures her ipso facto, the melancholy humor that infects her.
I am of your mind, doctor.
Enter the jailer, the daughter, and the maid.
You'll find it, sir. She comes. Pray honor her.
Come, your love Palamon stays for you to chide. and has done this long hour to visit you.
I thank him for his gentle patience. He's a kind gentleman, and I am much bound to him. Did you never see the horse he gave me?
Yes,
How do you like him?
oh, he's a very fair one.
You never saw him dance?
No,
I have often. He dances very finely, very calmly, and for a jig, come cut and long-tailed to him, he turns you like a top.
oh, yeah, that's very fine indeed.
He'll dance the Morris 20 mile an hour, and that will founder the best hobby horse, if I have any skill, in all the parish, and gallops to the turn of light of love. What think you of this horse?
Well, having these virtues, I think he might be brought to play at tennis.
Alas, that's nothing.
Can he write and read too?
Very fair hand, and cast himself in the accounts of all his hay and provender. That hostler puts rise betime that cousins him. You know the chestnut mare the Duke has?
Oh, very well.
She is horribly in love with him, poor beast, but he is like his master, coy and scornful.
What dowry has she?
Some 200 bottles and 20 strike of oats, but he'll ne'er have her. He lisps in neighing, able to entice a miller's mare. He'll be the death of her.
What?
What stuff she utters.
Make curtsy. Here, your love comes.
Pretty soul, how do ye? That's a fine maid, there's a curtsy.
Yours to command in the way of honesty. How far is it now to the end of the world, my masters?
Jackie, take the doctor. You're muted.
Why, a day's journey, wench.
No, will you go with me?
What shall we do there, wench?
Why, play at stool ball. What is there else to do?
I am content if we shall keep our wedding there.
'Tis true, for there I will assure you we shall find some blind priest for the purpose that will venture to marry us. For here they are nice and foolish. Besides, my father must be hanged tomorrow, and that would be a blot in the business. Are not you, Palamon?
Do not you know me?
Yes, but you care not for me. I have nothing but this poor petticoat and 2 coarse smocks.
That's all one. I will have you.
Will you surely?
Yes, by this fair hand will I.
Well, to bed then.
Even when you will.
Oh, sir, you would fain be nibbling.
Why do you rub my kiss off?
'Tis a sweet one, and will perfume me finely against the wedding. Is not this your cousin Arcite?
Oh, yes, sweetheart, and I'm glad my cousin Palamon has made so fair a choice.
Do you think he'll have me?
Oh, yes, without a doubt.
Do you think so too?
Yes.
We shall have many children. Lord, how grown you are. My Palamon, I hope, will grow too finely now he's at liberty. Alas, poor chicken, he was kept down with hard meat and ill lodging, but I'll kiss him up again.
Enter a messenger. What do you hear? You'll lose the noblest sight that ever was seen. Are they in the field? They are. They bear a charge there too. I'll away straight. I must even leave you here.
Nay, we'll go with you. I will not lose the fight.
How do you like her?
I'll warrant you within these 3 or 4 days I'll make her right again. You must not from her, but still preserve her in this way.
I will.
Let's get her in.
Come, sweet, we'll go to dinner, and then we'll play at cards.
And shall we kiss too?
100 times.
And 20.
Aye, and 20.
and then we'll sleep together.
Oh, take her off.
Yes,
Yes, marry will we.
but you shall not hurt me.
I will not, sweet.
If you do, love, I'll cry.
Flourish of trumpets, and they all exit. Scene 3. Enter Theseus, Hippolyta, Amelia, Perithius, and some attendants.
I'll no step further.
Will you lose this sight?
I had rather see a wren hawk at a fly than this decision, every blow that falls threats a brave life. Each stroke laments the place whereon it falls, and sounds more like a bell than blade. I will stay here. It is enough my hearing shall be punished with what shall happen, against the which there is no deafing but to hear. Not taint mine eye with dread sights it may shun.
Sir, my good lord, your sister will know
Sir,
further.
I think that's me. Sir, my good lord, your sister will know further.
Though she must. She shall see deeds of honor in their kind, which sometimes show well penciled. Nature now shall make, and the act, the story, the belief both sealed with eye and ear. You must be present. You are the actor's meed, the prince, the price, the garland to crown the question's title.
Pardon me, if I were there, I'd wink.
You must be there. This trial is as 'twere i' the night, and you the only star to shine.
I am extinct. There is but envy in that light, which shows the one the other. Darkness, whichever was the dam of horror, who does stand a curse of many mortal millions, may even now, by casting her black mantle over both, that neither could find other, get herself some part of a good name, and many a murder set off whereto she's guilty.
You must go.
In faith, I will not.
Why, the knights must kindle their valor at your eye. Know of this war you are the treasure, and must needs be by to give the service pay.
Sir, pardon me. The title of a kingdom may be tried out of itself.
Well, then, at your pleasure. Those that remain with you could wish their office to any of their enemies.
Farewell, sister. I am like to know your husband for yourself by some small start of time. He whom the gods do of the two know best, I pray them, he be made your lot.
Excellent Theseus, Hippolyta, Perithius, and their attendants.
Iaphytes is gently visaged, yet his eye is like an engine bent, or a sharp weapon in a soft sheath. Mercy and manly and manly courage are bedfellows in his visage. Palamon has a most menacing aspect. His brow is graved and seems to bury what it frowns on. Oh dear. Yet sometimes 'tis not so. But maybe somebody could take this.
Jackie, can you pick it up?
What line is she on?
Yet sometimes it's not so.
Act 5, Scene 3, page 113.
What line?
Pick it from the second line after the cornet's trumpet sounds as to a charge.
Hark how yon spurs to spirit do incite the princes to their proof. Our sight may win me, and yet may Palamon wound our sight to the spoiling of his figure. Oh, what pity! Enough for such a chance. If I were by, I might do hurt, for they would glance their eyes toward my seat, and in that motion might omit a ward or forfeit an offense which craved that very time. It is much better. Oh dear, I am not there, or better never born, than ministers to such harm. What is the chance? Is a servant.
To a servant. The cries of Palamon.
Oh, then he has won. 'Twas ever likely he looked all grace and success, and he is doubtless the primest of men. I prithee, run and tell me how he goes.
The shouts and trumpets crying, a Palamon. Servant says, still Palamon.
Run and inquire. Oh, poor servant, thou hast lost upon my right side. Still I wore thy picture. Palamon's on the left. Why, so I know not. I know no end to it, else chance would have it so.
Another cry and shouts within and trumpets.
From the sinister side, the heart lies. Palamon had the best boating chance. This burst of clamor is sure the end of the combat.
The servant enters. They that said Palamon had Arcite's body within an inch of the pyramid, that the cry was general, a Palamon. But anon, the assistants made a brave redemption, and the two bold titlers at this instant are hand to hand at it.
Oh, were they metamorphosized both into one? Oh, why? There were no women worth so composed a man. Their single share, their nobleness peculiar to them gives the prejudice of disparity, values shortness.
Sound of trumpets, cries within, Arcite, Arcite.
To any laying, breathing more exalting, Palamon still?
Nay, now the sound is Arcite.
I prithee thee, lay attention to the cry, set both thine ears.
Sound of trumpets, a great shout and cry, Arcite, victory.
Oh, set both thine ears to the business.
The cry is Arcite, the victory, hark, Arcite, victory, the combatant's consummation is proclaimed by the wind instruments.
Half-sight saw that Arcite was no babe. God's lied, his richness and costliness of spirit looked through him. It could no be hidden, and then fire and flax, then humble banks can go too low with waters that drift winds forced to raging. I did think good Palamon would miscarry, yet I knew not why I did think so. Our reasons are not prophets when oft our fancies are. They are coming off. Alas, poor Palamon.
Sound of trumpets. Enter Theseus, Hippolyta, Pirithous, Arcite victor, and attendants. Lo, while our sister is in expectation, yet quaking and unsettled, fairest Emily, the gods by their divine arbitrament have given you this knight. He is a good one as ever stroke at head. Give me your hands, receive you her, you him, be plighted with a love that grows as you decay. And Arcite says, Emily, to buy you I have lost what's dearest to me. Say what is bought, and yet I purchase deeply, as I do rate your value. And Theseus says, O loved sister, he speaks now as of a brave knight as e'er did spur a noble steed. Surely the gods would have him die a bachelor, lest his race would show i' the world too godlike. His behaviour so charmed me that methought Alcides was to him a sow of lead. If I could praise each part of him to the all, I have spoke your Arcite did not lose by it. For he that was thus good encountered yet his better. I have heard two emulous Philomels beat the ear of the night with their contentious throats, now one the higher, anon the other, and again the first, and by are outbreasted, that the sense could not be judged between them. So it fared good space between these kinsmen, till heavens did make hardly one the winner. Wear the garland with joy that you have won, for the subdue give them our present justice, since I know their lives but pinch 'em. Let it be here done. The seance is not for our seeming. Go we hence, right joyful, with some sorrow. Arm your prize, I know you will not lose her. Hippolyta, I see one eye of yours conceives a tear, the which it will deliver.
Is this winning? Oh, all you heavenly powers, where is your mercy? But that your wills have said it must be so, and charge me live to comfort this unfriended, this miserable prince that cuts away a life more worthy from him than all women. I should and would die too.
Ah, infinite pity, that four such eyes should be so fixed on one, that two must needs be blind for it.
So it is. And they exit. Scene 4. Enter Palamon and his knights, Pernion, jailer, the executioner, and the guard.
There's many a man alive that hath outlived the love of the people. Yea, in the selfsame state stands many a father with his child. Some comfort we have by so considering. We expire and not without men's pity. To live still, have their good wishes, we prevent the loathsome misery of age, beguile the gout and rheum that in lag hours attend for gray approachers. We come towards the gods young and unwappered not, halting under crimes many and stale, that sure shall please the gods sooner than such, to give us nectar with them. For we are more clear spirits. We, my dear kinsmen, whose lives for this poor comfort are laid down, you have sold them too cheap.
What ending could be of more content? Or us the victors have fortune, whose title is as momentary as to us death is certain. A grain of honor they not o'erweigh us.
Let us bid farewell, and with our patience, anger, tottering fortune, who at her certain's real
Come, who begins?
Even he that led you to this banquet shall taste to you all. Aha, my friends, my friend, your gentle daughter gave me freedom once. You'll see it done now forever. Pray, how does she? I heard she was not well. Her kind of ill gave me some sorrow.
Sir, she's well restored and to be married shortly.
By my short life, I am most glad on it. 'Tis the latest thing I shall be glad of. Prithee tell her so. Commend me to her, and to peace her portion tender her this.
Nay, let's be offers all. Is it a maid?
Verily, I think so. A right good creature, more to me deserving than I can quite or speak of.
Commend us to her.
and us to
They all give their purses. The gods requite you all and make her thankful.
Adieu, and let my life be now as short as my leave-taking.
And he lies on the block.
Lead, courageous cousin, we'll follow cheerfully.
follow cheerfully.
A great noise within, crying. People run. Say, enter in haste a messenger. Hold, hold, oh, hold. Enter Perithous in haste.
Hold, ho! It is a cursed haste you made if you have done so quickly. Noble Palamon, the gods will show their glory in a life that thou art yet to lead.
Can that be when Venus I have said is false? How do things fare?
Arise, great sir, and give the tidings ear that are most early sweet and bitter.
What hath waked us from our dream?
List then, your cousin, mounted upon a steed that Emily did first bestow on him, a black one, owing not a hair worth of white, which some will say weakens his price, and many will not buy his goodness with this note, which superstition here finds allowance. On this horse is Arcite trotting the stones of Athens, which the Colchins did rather tell than trample. For the horse would make his length a mile if it pleased his rider to put pride in him, as he thus, when counting the flinty pavement, dancing as 'twere to the music his own hoofs made, for as they say from iron came music's origin, What envious flint, cold as old Saturn, and like him possessed with fire malevolent, darted a spark of what fierce sulphur else? To this end made I comment not. The hot horse, hot as fire, took toy at this, and fell to what disorder his power could give his will. Bounds, comes on end, forgets school doing, being therein trained, and of kind manage, pig-like he whines at the sharp rowel, which he frets at rather than any jot obeys, seeks all foul means of boisterous and rough jadry to deceit his lord, that kept it bravely. When not served, when neither curb would crack, girth break, nor differing plunges disroot his rider whence he grew, but that he kept him tween his legs, on his hind hoofs on end he stands, that Arcite's legs, being higher than his head, seemed with strange art to hang. His victor's wreath even then fell off his head, and presently backward the jade comes o'er, and his full poise becomes the rider's load. Yet is he living, but such a vessel 'tis that floats but for the surge that next approaches. He much desires to have some speech with you. Lo, he appears.
Enter the Theseus, Hippolyta, Emilia, Arcite in a chair.
O miserable end of our alliance, the gods are mighty, Arcite. If thy heart, thy worthy, manly heart, be yet unbroken, give me thy last words. I am Palamon, one that yet loves thee dying.
Arcite, oh, it's me. Sorry. Take Emilia, and with her all the world's joy. Reach thy hand. Farewell. I have told my last hour. I was false, yet never treacherous. Forgive me, cousin. One kiss from fair Emilia. 'Tis done. Take her. I die.
Thy brave soul seek Elysium.
I'll close thine eyes, Prince. Blessed souls be with thee. Thou art a right good man, and while I live, this day I give to tears.
And I to honor.
In this place, first you fought. Even very here I sundered you, acknowledged to the gods our thanks that you are living. His part is played, and though it were too short, he did it well. Your day is lengthened, and the blissful dew of heaven do arouse you. The powerful Venus hath well graced her altar and given you her love. Our master Mars has vouched his oracle, and to Arcite gave the grace of the contention. So the deities have showed due justice. Bear this hence.
Oh, cousin, that we should things desire which do cost us the loss of our desire, that naught could buy dear love, but loss of dear love.
Never fortune did play a subtler game. The conquered triumphs, the victor has the loss, yet in the passage the gods have been most equal. Palamon, your kinsman, hath confessed the right of the lady did lie in you, for you first saw her, and even then proclaimed your fancy. He restored her as your stolen jewel, and desired your spirit to send him hence forgiven. The gods, my justice, take from my hand, and they themselves become the executioners. Lead your lady off, and call your lovers from the stage of death, whom I adopt, my friends. A day or two let us look sadly, and give grace unto the funeral of Arcite, in whose end the visages of bridegrooms will put on, and smile with Palapon, for whom an hour, but 1 hour since, I was as dearly sorry as glad of Arcite, as am now glad as for him sorry. O you heavenly charmers, what things you make of us! For what we lack, we laugh. For what we have, are sorry still, are children in some kind. Let us be thankful for that which is, and which you leave dispute that are above our question. Let's go off and bear us like the time.
I would now ask you how you like the play, but as it is with schoolboys, cannot say, I am cruel, fearful. Pray you stay a while. Let me look upon you. No man smile, then it goes hard, I see. He that has loved a young, handsome wench, then show his face. 'Tis strange if none be here, and if he will against his conscience, let him hiss and kill our market. 'Tis in vain. I see to stay ye have at the worst can come, then now what say ye? And yet mistake me not, I am not bold, we have so much cause. If the tale we have told, for 'tis no other, any way content ye, for to that honest purpose it was meant ye, we have our end, and you shall have ere long, I dare say, many a better to prolong your old love to us. We and all our might rest at your service, gentlemen. Good night.
End of play. Hey, thanks everybody. That was great.
Great.
It was a bit wild, but we managed it.
Oh, that was weird.
Yes, thank you all.
Good job, everybody. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's a very difficult play.
It really is. It's very challenging.
It was very
But we-
different.
And you know what, Paul, the real problem is when you're reading Shakespeare, from the actor's point of view, it's actually really easy to read Shakespeare because it works and it works continuously. You're reading this and half of it, more than half of it, isn't Shakespeare. And it clunks so badly. Hard work. You know. Although I must say, Howard Bloom made the point that everybody thinks that Shakespeare's farewell was the Tempest. But he said, no, Shakespeare's farewell is the last line of this play. Let us go off and make us like the time. That Shakespeare's basically saying, I spent years, I've tried to show people, I've tried to convince people, and I really can't do it anymore. I'm just going to give up and let the world do what it wants to do. And
It's great. And so much always seems unnecessary for some reason or other. Sometimes I feel like he overstates things.
Shakespeare doesn't.
Yeah, well, whoever is doing it seems to over.
Oh, it's Fletcher. I mean, it's typical. You have to say the same things 5 different times because you're not good enough to say it all in the first run through.
I mean, the actor's not good enough, or his writing.
No, the writer, no, Fletcher isn't good enough.
I mean, there's some beautiful things here, but as in all of some not all of some of his plays are very, very perfect, but sometimes he's very repetitive. Like you could say it with fewer lines. But,
yeah, but this isn't Shakespeare. It's Shakespeare and Fletcher.
Also, don't forget, we're dealing with people in the 1500s. We're now in 2025. Over the years, writers, to some degree, so many of them have learned their phrase and learned how to tighten language more so they were different then. It's a different time.
You don't need to make excuses for him. The bits that are Shakespeare are good and they're easy to read and they're easy to do. And then you come out of a bit of Shakespeare and you hit Fletcher and it's hard work because he goes rabbiting on. And he says the same thing 5 different times in different ways, but it doesn't work. I mean, can you think of any other Fletcher play that's worth doing? I mean, that you know, you can do a concept production of Fletcher's stuff, but it's not particularly well written.
Well, I mean, there is also, I'm not as, sorry.
What did he write of this shit? Act 1, there's a chunk in Act 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think so. Like,
You can tell which ones are his and which ones are Shakespeare's.
Yeah, they flow, they work, and you don't have to work your butt off to say them.
Aha.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't recognize them. I don't think I wasn't looking for it. You really have to kind of look for it.
Yeah, we
Well,
have done.
as you're reading through this play, you suddenly come out of a section that flows and is easy to speak and makes sense.
Yes.
And then you come bang, bang, back up against something that is hard work. And as an actor, you really have to work at it to make it flow and to get the sense across. And then you know you're not in Shakespeare anymore.
I'm going to look at it again, see if I can distinguish his lines from Fletcher's
I think
lines.
the only part I don't get, what was it? King Henry VIII, Paul, there's the great speech by the bishop that they reckon was not, the pundits and the experts don't think was written by Shakespeare. But as an actor reading it, it's Shakespeare. I'm sorry.
You know what I found? Like a lot of these parts I had to read cold. When you read some of these parts cold, a lot of times it's like you just read it. But then if you go back and look at it, you understand it. Reading something first time is hard to make sense of it. And
That's right. That's right.
Once you read it, it all makes sense. Right?
But even Shakespeare had his problems. When Shakespeare was playing iambic pentameter, he's very easy to understand. It flows and it all makes sense. And as long as you adhere to the rules of iambic pentameter, it works. You know, there are people who read here who don't get the iambic pentameter, the difference between discovered and discovered. And it's important because it gives you the extra beat. And it all makes sense if you do that. But when he got into prose, he tended to get a bit carried away and he would make very, very convoluted sentences that are hard work. But when he was working with iambic pentameter, he didn't do that. And it was just brilliant. It's like a gift to an actor.
I used to know that stuff. I seem to have drifted away from.
Oh, don't let it go, Jackie.
I seem to have forgotten. I used to all the time, you know, when I worked on things, when I had to memorize things. When you're not memorizing things, you sometimes, a lot of times you don't do it. You're just kind of reading.
Well, yeah, but at the same token, when you're doing these readings, I mean, I do these to keep my hand in. Because I can't walk so well, so I don't go on stage. So this is what keeps me alive. But you get into these things and it all comes back. All the things that you worked on 20, 30, 40 years ago, it all just springs up. Yeah. That's what keeps us going.
Here that we don't get. I didn't get to see all the parts that I was doing until this morning, and then you're in the middle of having to take care of all kinds of things. And
I know it's extreme, but that's the joy of instant Shakespeare. You end up doing 5 of it.
I didn't know I was doing the epilogue. I'm doing.
That's right. And then you suddenly realize. And then you suddenly realize partway through a scene, you're going to be talking to yourself and you have to try and create 2 characters out of it.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's a challenge. It's fun to do.
Right. I know.
And sometimes it works and sometimes it's a complete disaster. There are a number of these instant Shakespeare recordings that I don't dare look at because they turn into instant disasters. And Paul's sitting there smirking as he does his round, Right. He dumps it on us. But how many years have we been going now? 26, 27, Paul?
This is the 26th season.
26 season, God.
It started in 2000.
Hey, what,
Um,
Virginia
in-
ever communicate with you anymore?
She does sometimes sort of saying, oh, when can we have auditions again? I would like having audition. And it's like, I don't have time to do that.
no, you don't need auditions. You just come in and read.
Yeah, well, she doesn't seem to be interested in reading anymore. She seems to be so interested in, like, for a long time. One was getting Black people, and then it was getting all kinds of young people. Now we have some Black people and
Who's
young
this?
people. They
We're
can't.
still recording, everybody.
Cancel the recording.
Thoughts
please.
on the play before we get into personalities. What?
You should. Do you ever edit this stuff so that?
No,
No, he just
no,
stopped
it's
the
live.
recording.
It's live, and we do too many of them. I mean, I don't have time to
No,
spend.
you spend all your time editing them. No.
Yeah, no, I should do an Edward
Who are you
III so we
talking
can.
about, Jackie?
I got to work soon. I got other work I got to do. I
Oh,
can't.
great.
I have a house cleaner next week coming. If you get in trouble, just let me know. And while he's cleaning, I'll find a nook for myself and I'll read some parts.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
we'll see what we can do.
If I don't
I doubt he'll be any use
Hi,
in
everyone.
Thank
reading.
you. Thank you
Bye.
all so
Great to
much.
work
Good
with you
job,
again,
everybody.
Quentin.